Hello, and welcome to our charity one-shot for WAVAW Rape Crisis Center. As the six of you storied heroes are traveling along, up ahead of you the path is blocked by a terrible shape. A large blue dragon stands, his chest pumped out and his wings extended. These lands are mine. Pay tribute or turn back. What would you all like to do?
I would like you to turn up your volume a little bit, just a little bit, so you're a little quiet. And I also want you to make sure you're recording this for video on demand.
Yes to both. And now
Okay,
I'm going to
great.
deafen some people, but here we are.
And then Rigorous Shadowbane, draws his flaming sword and says, "I will pay tribute with your blood." But then he doesn't do anything. He's kind of waiting for the moment. It's a threat. He's kind of seeing it. He's going to see what everybody else does too. But it's definitely an intimidation thing. For sure.
Your paladin friend has drawn his flaming blade. What are the rest of you doing?
I wave my hand and roll my eyes at the same time. Oh, firestorm at like a millionth level.
Firestorm, excellent. What is Celice doing?
Raina looks over.
Oh, yes, Raina.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, Raina.
Raina looks over. She's standing right next to Rigorous and just, wait, so we're doing this? Are we?
I was going for an intimidation thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, we're not. Oh, ooh.
my sister just attacked, so I think we have to do this now.
Yes, no, I wasn't. That's on me.
No, hold the sword.
I know, but then I didn't swing. You saw me not swing it.
She doesn't
They were like-
use weapons, so she doesn't really get it.
No, like I said, it's on me. I didn't communicate.
No, it's
That's
okay.
a failure of me. I didn't establish expectations.
No one did anything wrong. We're great. This is great.
Okay.
Celice is going to pull her sword and shield and use Vow of Enmity on the creature.
To mark it, and your vow of enmity does what to it?
Oh, you know what? I recant that because it's a bonus action. So unless I can use it right now.
That's okay.
But if so I can utter a vow of enmity against a creature I can see within 10 feet. Using Channel Divinity, I gain advantage on attack rolls against a creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points.
Excellent. Lim, give me a perception check, if you would. Perception or insight,
Happily.
whichever is higher.
It's a tie. Let's do it. Let's see. Gross. Oh, well, I forgot. 18.
Significant bonuses. Yes, that's how that goes. You see as the flames leap up into Milana's hands, Celice prepares herself. Rigorous's sword erupts in flames. This dragon's afraid. You see one of its rear legs takes one step back, but it doesn't completely run. It still is very much like, It's worried, though. It's like, oh, no.
Our young dragon friend is bluffing.
Oh. Okay. Do you just want to go?
I'm not bluffing. I assure you, I will destroy you all if I must. I'm
Is it your
No, you
first time
definitely would.
intimidating?
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes,
Hey,
it
can you
is.
sit down? Like, it's craning my neck. I don't like it. Just bring it down a little bit. We're gonna
Yes,
have a
let's
conversation.
talk.
Well,
Yeah.
you are quite large.
Bellispree. What does Bellispree look like?
Bellispree is a skeletal being who's very, very short. They're about 2 feet tall, wearing a black hooded robe, and they have some sort of like mist that continuously emits from their feet.
What manner of creature is that? Are you all necromancers of some sort?
No, but we are all level 20. And so just keep that in mind. We're basically adults.
You don't want to mess with us.
Yeah.
Oh, you all are wasting time with talking. Are we going to get rid of this dragon or just go about our day?
It's
That's
it's
35 points of damage.
Oh,
the
I'm like so I've got I'm a tiefling, Raina and I have matching like small crown of horns, and I'm actually like turned away from the dragon, and I'm looking at you guys going, but you drew the thing, and I thought we were fighting, and so there's the storm is just happening behind me, and I'm like, I don't know if we're supposed to go forward. He's kind of being a weenie, and I don't know what we're supposed to do.
I know.
Perhaps I will allow you passage through my lands if you promise to leave and never return.
Or you could just scoot over. We'll walk past.
Hey guys, hold on. We gotta let our friend. What's your name again, buddy?
Zorax.
We gotta let Zorax save a little bit of face here. He's a dragon.
No.
He's gonna live with this shame for a very long time. Yeah, that's a good it's a good plan. Thank you for your mercy.
So scared. Yeah.
And he sort of like beats his wings a couple of times and goes up just out of the flame of the storm of fire and sort of hovers there. And it says, you may be allowed to pass. Thank you.
I summon my own draconic sorcerer, like gold wings, and fly up and just kind of pat him on the claw, like, you did a really good job. We were so scared.
When he sees your gold draconic wings, his reptile pupils extend even more. And he goes, what's your name?
Oh. Oh my God, thank you. Not super interested, but thank you for the attention. You can call me Raina, but like not like that. You know what I mean?
Call you Raina literally, but not figurative. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you and your friends for your mercy.
Yeah. Same.
And you see, like, you especially, Lim, having realized his sort of emotional compass is feeling good again, you know, and looks down and is like, I'm going to leave before that human woman with the shield harms me. She seems quite intent.
Can I have a scale?
I suppose.
Oh my God, thank you. I just rip it off. Thank you.
What do you guys think? In D&D terms, is pulling a scale like asking for a lock of hair or peeling a chunk of skin off?
Or a fingernail,
A
Yeah,
fingernail.
Yeah, I think it's a
Feels like-
fingernail.
No, like when your friends get like a sunburn and you just pull some of their skin off a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
They shed a lot.
What?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wait.
You know.
It's because
done for me?
we're fascinated by it because it doesn't happen to us, Amy. He looks down at you all and says, I shan't forget what you've done for me. Perhaps I will owe you a favor at some point in the future.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Oh, I like that.
If ever you need me, Draken, simply call the name Rigorous Shadowbane.
Incredible. I shan't forget. And
Could you say it again just so I make sure you got it?
you hear echoing through the mountains, Rigorous Shadowbane,
Nailed it.
servant of Raina.
What?
And
Got it on the first try.
hello and welcome, finally, to our charity game benefiting WAVAW Rape Crisis Center. We have the very unique blessing of having gotten so much charity and sponsor support that we have to tell you a number of things before we dive back into the game. But we're at 4,300 of our $4,500 goal now, so thanks in advance. This charity, and the work they do is very near and dear to my heart. We're going to explain the details to you, but I think there's a lot of ways that you can make a difference in the world and help people. But I really believe the work that WAVAW does to help people in their darkest hour when they're dealing with some unthinkable things is truly beautiful. And the fact that I have the opportunity to play a game I love with people I love and make a meaningful difference is a blessing that it's still mind-blowing to me and that I will never underestimate. So thank you all so very much for tuning in. Thank you all for playing. Thank you players for your generosity. Thank you, Charlene, for having us. But I have a script. I've been extemporaneously extolling the virtues of WAVAW Rape Crisis Center. But today we are playing level 20 D&D to support survivors of sexualized violence. All fundraising proceeds from today will be benefiting WAVAW Rape Crisis Center. They are a charity that provides immediate crisis and long-term support services to survivors of sexual assault. No donation is too small. This is an aside, literally. At some point in this game, you may see very big numbers flying around out here, and there's been plenty of times in my life that I didn't have $5 extra to donate to something, but literally every single dollar counts. It all adds up. And Signal Boost, even if you can't support the project, it all really does make a meaningful difference. $5 gets a survivor to and from group therapy. $15 funds an hour of text or chat support for survivors. $35 provides an hour of their 24/7 free of charge crisis and information line that accepts calls from around the world. Every $60 provides a survivor with an hour of one-on-one counseling free of charge. If you have $100 to spare, that covers taxi services to and from the hospital for 5 survivors. If you have $650, that's enough to fund an entire support group for up to 8 survivors. And also, it'll be more than enough to get a boss monster of your choice to intervene today, because you may notice the top tier at $500 is a boss monster that you get to decide the monster, and are they there to help or hurt. And if you're not sure what you can send that is appropriately terrible, just let me decide what you want to send to help or harm or hinder the party.
It should always be help. What about help? That would be nice.
Yeah. They don't need any help. There's 6 level 20 characters. They don't need any help.
Also true.
But we're very nice.
That is true. Char.
Yeah, all of WAVA's support services are available to everyone of marginalized genders, including cis and trans women, non-binary, trans, genderqueer, and two-spirit people. The services are free of charge for survivors. No cost goes to the survivors, including hospital, police, and court accompaniment, victim services, group therapy, one-on-one counseling, text and chat support, the crisis line, and so many more services. The donations that you're making today are already changing lives. When we started the stream, we had raised enough money to fund 50 one-on-one counseling sessions.
Wow.
Right now, the wait list for survivors at WAVA is over 300 people long. That's too long when you're in a time of desperation. So your money today is going to help change lives. Every dollar counts. And for everyone that donates, we have special gifts for you.
So if you do !donate in the chat, everyone who donates today will get 3 free B&B gifts. Thanks to our friends over at Hit Point Press, One Page Mage, and Idle Champions. Hit Point Press is donating a PDF of one of their big bads, which will give you everything you need to know to introduce them into your campaign and bring them to life. One Page Mage has generously donated some one-page adventures to run in your campaign, which includes an original adventure exclusive to this charity event and all assets and maps that you'll need. And finally, our friends over at Idle Champions are donating 2 codes to unlock chests in their game. One you can unlock by typing !code in chat, and the other you can get only by making a donation. Amy, tell us about our sponsors.
I would love to. You can hit chat code !sponsors to see this. But let's talk raffle prizes. When making your donation, if you want to participate in our raffle, be sure to select a reward that involves raffle tickets. Got it? You have to select it. We have over $6,000 in prizes ready to be given away in both grand prize packs valued at over $800 each. That's $20 donation per ticket. And mini prize packs valued at over $100 each. That's $10 donation per ticket for that.
Hey, Amy, sorry, I hate to interrupt, but this is important. We already beat the goal, so there you go. The new goal is 5,000, and we're already at 4,800. So I'm sure I'm probably going to have to interrupt somebody else here in a minute. Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Sorry, Amy.
I
had to huzzah that we already did it.
Please.
You know? Okay, please.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Those prize packs, they include legendary bundles and sourcebook bundles from D&D Beyond, mythic dice sets from D&D Beyond, highly biased, but they're very cool, Hero Forge custom miniature codes, Eldritch Foundry custom miniature codes, gelatinous cube soaps from Bugbear Bubbles that include a full dice set trapped inside, Fireball soaps from Bugbear Bubbles that come with a set of flame-inspired D6s and more. In fact, so much more that I need Aabria to take over. Please handle this and let B.Dave shout during your thing with the good news.
Come on, Chad. Help me
Don't
interrupt
you do
Aabria.
it, B.Dave.
Yes, no,
Don't
you
you
do
do
it,
it.
Chad. You do it, Chad. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, well, we've also got prize packs that can include premium subscriptions to Sirenscape, premium resin miniatures from Anvil, battle maps and dungeon craft books from 1985 games, Roll20 subscriptions, and Roll20's new Burn Bright TTRPG starter bundle, premium dice and dice trays from Die Hard Dice, gift cards to Ice Cream Dice for lovely ice cream themed dice sets, a Wormwood Black Walnut personal rolling tray, gift cards to Wormwood, the Red Opera campaign, digital PDFs from Apotheosis Studios, and more. In fact, so much more. Hey, Satine, can you take over for me? I'm tired.
Sure. We have prize packs also include fully painted train sets from Dwarven Forge, a scroll rolling train codex dice tower from Elderwood Academy gift cards, Humblewood campaign setting PDFs from Hit Point Press, a Humblewood box set, and even Humblewood Advanced Reader copy books. Bound Familiar Coffee has generously donated some gift cards as well as some coupon codes for 20% off. I love coffee. And Paladin Woodworking is donating a fully custom wooden character tracker that has everything you need to keep track of your character while playing D&D, plus some Paladin Woodworking gift cards. There are so many amazing goodies up for grabs. Travis, you're up.
Yes, there's even a limited number of personal thank you videos available from the cast. Pick them up for a donation of $100, which is equivalent to funding 3 hours of WAVA's crisis line. But hurry, because they're going fast and won't be available for long. Speaking of, if you are watching this via the video on demand, donations will go towards raffle tickets up until the draw, which is at midnight on Friday, July 16th. Live shoutouts are also only $50, but are also available in a limited supply. Thank you so much to Jacob Mitchell, Adam from Snyder's Return, and Aoife for supporting us. You're the best.
And it back to me, the part that I love the most, where you can donate to actually affect the game and actively hinder and maybe help these beautiful people that have showed up to play today. You can go to bit.ly.
Sorry to interrupt, B.Dave. B.Dave, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry, B.Dave, I'm sorry to interrupt. B.Dave.
Get him, Travis.
How the turns have tabled. Yes, we have broken the goal again. This wasn't even the first goal. This is the third or fourth goal. Yeah, of 5,000. So there you go. I don't know who behind the scenes is fixing this. Make the next goal 7,500. We'll get a little put a little meat on the bones.
7,500, nothing bad happens to us, right?
Yeah.
Or
7,500, we just win.
You know, I will tell you this, and this is true. We've done one of these games before when we were pushing to finally break the goal, and I said the person that made the last donation could decide whether or not you all lived or if it was a TPK, and they chose a TPK, and I did kill everybody. So
Wow.
it's charity. You're not suffering for nothing. So that being said, yes, go to bit.ly/DND_champions to donate. You can choose your reward to help or hinder, cause chaos, and more. For $30, you can gift advantage on a roll. For $40, you can force a Wild Magic Surge table. I assure you there are some wonderful things on there. For $50, you can gift a natural 20. I can tell you, at level 20, with all the stuff they can do with smites and branding smites and meteor swarms, and well, meteor swarm doesn't require an attack roll, but trust me, they can do a lot with a natural 20. For $100, you can draw from the deck of many things, which again is super happy fun time. Unilaterally positive things in the deck. We already have 2 draws, which I will have both Travis and Amy do at dramatically appropriate moments. There's a third draw.
Goodness.
Okay, I will tell you this: when you donate, specify if there's a person you want to have the draw. Otherwise, we'll roll at random. For $500, you can add a boss monster of your choice, again to help or hinder. We've had all sorts of things. We've had Tiamat show up as a friend and as an enemy. We've had the Tarask show up. We've had a Sararak riding Niv Mezzet show up. Like, I will literally do anything if you make this donation, and it will go where it goes, y'all. Again, just a reminder, when you're donating, please fill out your response to the reward question that pops up, or else you won't be eligible for your prizes. And with that, unless anybody else has anything they'd like to share before we dive in. Anything? Anyone?
So many goals being met. I'm just thrilled. Thank you all so much for your generosity. This is amazing.
Yes, thank you all so very much. Again, it is a difficult time for everyone. It is a catastrophically difficult time for a lot of people, and the generosity of this community never ceases to amaze me. Every time we put out the call to help some people, you all always rise to the occasion, and thank you so very much for it. But with that, on with our story. It has been a time of chaos. The death of the great dragon Glycinder fractured the empire of Kadan into warring factions of would-be rulers and upstart gods scrambling to carve their own kingdoms and legends out of the chaos. But in the midst of that chaos, it has been a time for heroes. Bellispre, Rigorous, Celice, Reyna, Lim, and Milana. Each of you has answered the call of the common people, defending them against those who would crush them underfoot. Now, at the edge of the world, the town of Thalasso and their god Tenelok.
I'm sorry, what?
Thalasso and their god Tenelok are crushed between an avalanche of adversaries to the north and a tsunami of terror to the south. Now, you were their only hope. Thalasso sits gleaming on a high cliff, jutting out over the sea like a gleaming jewel set in a crown surrounded by mountains. You have traveled far to get here. Who are you, and what do you look like? Starting with the beautiful drow that we have already met, Rigorous, servant of Reyna.
No. Rigorous Shadowbane is a drow paladin. He's wearing a dread helm. He has glowing red eyes when the helm is on. He has a gleaming armor, almost supernaturally gleaming. And he carries himself as one with some stories to tell. His backstory is complicated and boring. You would not want to hear it, and here it is. He was born in a small village. Outside that village was an evil man. And Rigorous had to murder him again and again and again, collecting his belt every time until he could turn in 20 belts at a time for experience and some silver. And eventually he reached level 2, and then he became an herbalist.
Bellispre.
Traveling the country.
Bellispre, he's telling the story again, Bellispre.
What? No, it's that's so much.
I just start tugging on Rigorous's plates of armor.
Yes.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I got lost. Yes, I was lost in my own backstory again. And of course, this is my plant son, Shrubin. I grew him in a pot of awakening. And now he is my son / I've suddenly forgot Squire. I almost said caddy. I know that's not it. Knights don't have caddies. They have squires.
They're not knight caddies,
They're
honestly.
not caddies.
Yeah. He looks up at you and says, "Hello, Father. You've gotten lost in your narrative yet again."
Yes, I know, Shrubin. But it's so complicated.
It's nowhere near as complicated as you seem to believe, but what do I know? I am a sentient shrub that has existed for mere weeks.
I had to study leather work.
Bellispre. Who is Bellispre and what do they look like?
Bellispre is a reborn. They are a Circle of Shepherd Druid and Path of Ancestral Guardian Barbarian. They are always surrounded by small skeletal creatures. The pets that have moved on to the afterlife are always by her side. She uses she, they pronouns, by the way. But she is very, very small. She is a skeleton herself, but being a reborn, she has no idea what race she used to be. She's about 2 feet tall, wearing a big black hood that's like oversized, and smoke billows out from under her.
Are you vaping? Are you vaping inside your clothes?
We get it, Bellispre, you vape. Yeah.
You vape? Very cool. Tell me about your rig.
I love to vape. It's so fun.
What kind of ohms are you rocking?
one
This is bad because I don't know anything about vaping in real life.
It's fantasy vaping. It is what you say it is,
Yeah,
Although,
true.
however, let's just, but while I know we're still doing the introductions, but fate has dictated that Rigorous has to draw the deck of many things. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm just going to shuffle, and you just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Do you want me to cut or off the top?
Off the top, baby.
All right. Let me double. Oops. Okay. Let me double check here and make sure what's happened here.
Into the void.
I'm like, hey, and he just disappeared.
Goodbye.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Was that into the void? Go on.
No, I'm trying to think of We'll come back to that one at a dramatically appropriate moment.
Damn it.
We'll put that one to the side. That one will come up later. That'll come up later. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Oh boy.
Our farthest traveled companion, I think, Solis Astorio. Who is she and what does she look like?
Solis Astorio is a paladin of Tyr, and she used to roam this group called the Rivals of Waterdeep, but now she's kind of a solo agent running around. Her armor is not the bright mithril that she used to wear. It's a darkened plate that she now runs around in. She has a sword that is probably almost as tall as she is. She has dark brown skin. Her hair is in locks, but she keeps it back in a French braid to keep it out of her way. And she carries a shield as well, and it's a shield of psychomancy that she earned the hard way from friends over at a mythical place called Taken of This or That.
Oh.
And she's tall, she's human, and she's seen some things. And she is very low on patience and often wants whiskey and a bubble bath.
Who doesn't? That sounds great. I want that right now.
It's true. Cast some in bubble bath.
And she also beat death once in a one shot.
That is true. She is the Deathbane.
Deathbane.
Because one of the many delightful cards in this deck is Death himself can appear and come for you, and you must defeat Death or be taken into the void, and Celice defeated Death. That is true. That's the face I want. That's that face right there. Lim. Yeah.
Lim is very excited to be here. My name is Amy Dallen. Lim and I both use she, her pronouns. And some of you may remember meeting Lim in different games, but we met her at the beginning of her journey. When she got that characteristic turtle wanderlust. That need to go out and see the world, and she was not a spring chicken turtle at that point, but she still was pretty sure she had some good years left in her, and she was by training an anthropologist. So she set out to see as much of the world as she could. A little bit inquisitive as well, one might say. Perhaps an inquisitive rogue, Arlim. And at this point in her journey, she has lived those dreams to an extent she couldn't have imagined. She's gone to a few other planes. She's met all kinds of interesting people and written down as much as she could in her little journals about them. So of course she stands standard turtle height, elderly, pushing elderly, but acquiring a strange agelessness. Ask me about the Feywild.
Is that what Lim's t-shirt says?
It's in between. Yes, there's a t-shirt that gently suggests, you don't know how it says that, you just feel in your brain, ask me about the Feywild, but it's under the layers of scarves.
Yeah.
She, one scarf became 2 scarves, became 3 scarves, and at this point she's just scarves like halfway down, and it really just goes with the whole turtle thing.
Yeah, it's like cloth armor.
Yeah. Her leather cap and her scarves, in times of great danger, can basically just meet up, But she does, at this point, she's still pretty darn spry, but she has taken to carrying a shield, and she's got a very intriguing looking little bracer on the other hand that may or may not come up later.
Luckily enough, the fates have also decided that Lim will have a draw from the deck of many. So same thing, I'll shuffle and you tell me When to stop.
I have never drawn from the deck of many things before.
Nothing
and
but good things.
Go insight check. Now.
Off the top or cut?
Cut.
Okay. All right. Got to keep it random and sporting. I love Satine's reaction because she, like some of us here, know exactly what's in this deck. It's all over the place. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on.
Well, it was nice being here.
Can I keep your scarves when you're dead?
Lim disappears. Lim. The anthropologist, correct? Mm-hmm. As you are making your way around with these colorful people, listening to their stories, tumbling around, the events with this blue dragon in your insight there, the wind itself picks up a little and blows past, and you hear in your, well, not quite ears as a turtle, but you hear it say, lamb.
Run away.
Hello?
Lamb, we're with you. We will help you. We will guide you.
Who may I have the honor of addressing?
The wind and the sea and the earth and the sky. Because you have drawn the Vizier card, which means you can know the solution to one dilemma. So at some point during this adventure, if you don't know what to do, you can call upon the wind and the fates to ask how you should proceed.
Hey, B.Dave, was mine good too?
I guess we're going to find out, Travis.
In case we are a little less than $16 shy of 8,000.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
We broke the second goal. There you go.
Yeah, you funded 9 days of our
10,000.
crisis line.
Yay.
Again, you all jokes aside, that is really, truly
Incredible.
going to make a really meaningful difference in some human beings' lives.
It gives me goosebumps. It's
thank
so
you
exciting.
all. Me too. Thank you all so very much for that. Thank you all so very much. I promise some terrible stuff's going to happen to them today, but thank you. Thank you for your generosity.
We'll be fine.
Sorry, speaking of everything being fine, Raina.
Everything is fine. It's your girl, Raina. I'm a tiefling paladin sorcerer. I serve the one true solar deity, a Monitor. I'm wearing gold, super shiny plate armor that reflects the sun and a pair of big oversized gold mirrored shades that are my eyes of the eagle. She's got a big blonde fro and is just very chill about the whole being a paladin and keeping law and order and joy and light and life in the world. She is a tiefling, so she's got that same crown of horns along with her sister, Milana. And it comes down and her skin basically goes to gold flake and then returns to the dark brown of her complexion. And yeah, she's just very happy to be here, super chill, not worried at all.
You can tell I've never played a paladin before because I forgot to pick a deity, and I'm just gonna stick with that right now Rigorous is just kind of between gods.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Don't even worry about it.
It's in the blood, man. Clerics pick gods. Paladins, the gods pick them.
Yeah.
There was definitely
so-
some conversations that she's had with Rigorous about oh yeah, I was serving Lathander for a second, and then it was
He's so
oh
derpy.
no, there's
Yeah.
an older. Don't even it's chill. Everyone's journey in their own time.
Yep.
You're good.
Okay, it's just that none of them have reached out to me. Is that
Yeah.
weird?
Yes.
I wouldn't worry about it too. Really? None?
I mean, I'm
Weird.
not
Weird.
Rigorous.
I'm very busy.
Rigorous, at the moment that you say none of them have reached out to me, you hear in your mind, "Oh, my darling Rigorous, I've had my eye on you for quite some time. If you're looking for a patron, I can assure you you can find no greater than me."
Okay, who?
The details aren't important at this exact moment, but perhaps I can bestow a little token of my power and affection upon you to protect you.
Well, I don't see how this could go bad. Sure.
Oh my God.
You
Who are
all
you
see
talking to? I'm just looking over at Shrubin while this is happening. Like, what's going on?
Ruben, Daddy's gonna get a patron.
normally he doesn't
no.
do this. He talks to himself, but not in visible things. I don't
Is
know.
it the wind? Is the wind talking to you?
No,
Very
this
friendly
is
wind.
this is some kind of silvery voiced, strange, I would assume God, who said that they can give me gifts and stuff. And I said, sounds great.
So
Amen.
rigorous.
Yes?
Did you say they were a god or a patron?
I didn't ask.
Oh my God.
Just lean in.
Why not both?
You can't just ask if they're a god.
On the
Yeah.
ground,
Ask, I'm a paladin.
on the ground in front of you, all of you see what looks like an eye with a vertical pupil opens up on the ground, and it looks right at Rigorous for a second. And around it, a metallic shield forms on the ground that is gleaming and brilliant and beautiful, because you drew the key card where you get a magic item, and you have gained a sentinel shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for this beautiful, it's a beautiful shield.
I will drop the link in chat. However, lucky for all of us, Raina also is due a draw of the deck of many.
A what?
Yes. So
I'm sorry, my audio cut out. What?
considering we've had two good ones, you're guaranteed a third good one in a row. Statistically, that's how probability works.
How the math works?
Yeah, that's how fate works. Yeah, guaranteed.
Statistically.
Can we just stop there?
The deck of kind consistency.
Yeah. Top. It's vibes. We're fine. This is fine.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm afraid.
you've drawn the batch of cookies card.
You got that, didn't you?
No, you've drawn super happy fun card. Like, no, don't worry about it. It's great. It's great. It's just like you're gonna have a super chill day and everything's gonna go good for you. I didn't know that was a card that was in here.
Cool.
Believe I really am going to bury this one. I'm not gonna tell you what it was. I'm gonna bury this because this would be just not fun. Like, some of them are like, oh ho ho, but some of them are like, okay, that's gonna make for like a not good session. Although
Why don't you
put
just hold on to that? I
Hmm?
would say just hold on to it, and if the moment rises where it's perfect, just play it whenever you want.
Dave,
because
I will play this game
Yeah.
with perfect trust. If you want to murk my character immediately, I will heckle from the great beyond, baby.
So there's fun and there's mean, you know? I'm like, that was not enjoyable.
Oh my God.
All right, give me, say
Sleaze
when.
takes a level of
Can
necromancy.
someone
and
else
brings
do
her
it
back.
because I keep doing bad cards?
No, I believe in you.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do
Okay,
it. You
cut,
gotta do
go.
it.
Cut,
You can do
cut.
this.
Oh wait, I heard cut. I heard cut.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
here we go.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
This one, especially since I already buried one, we're going to I'm gonna put that one aside for a dramatically appropriate moment. There you go.
Oh
yeah,
my
we're
God.
I'm gonna file
So
that one.
anyway, like I was saying, everything's fine and nothing bad happens ever.
Yeah, no, it's that one I'm gonna put that one to the side. And last but certainly not least, who so far has evaded the deck of many things, unless you say otherwise, Chad, Milana.
As Raina says that, I'm like, right? And I clap my hand. Like, I feel like we have a handshake because we're sisters. We do this like, boom. And then when we go boom, we're both sorcerers. So we do this thing and then like crazy magic happens when that happens, because that's, for effect. And I add prestidigitation to make it a little extra.
Nice.
But I am Milana. I am Raina's sister. I feel like I'm a little bit older. I am a glamour bard and, I had this sorcerer. I knew what it was. Aberrant mind sorcerer.
Ooh, that's a combo.
Yeah, right. I I basically was a famous bard that traveled the realms, played at exclusive arenas and such. And then I just got bored, and money was kind of like, I just had a lot of it. So I really leaned into the sorcerer part and studied that for a really long time. And then decided to become an anthropologist, which is where I met Lim, and we're pen pals.
Yes.
And we recently met. It's very exciting. And Raina and I have been, we haven't seen each other in like 10 years and reconnected, and it's super exciting to go on adventures with you. I am, however, I'm basically like a David Bowie, Elton John performer. So I am decked out in really ridiculous blinged outfit. Mm-hmm. And I have like dark red at the edges that kind of fade into like this grayish pink down the middle. And I've got my magenta hair as well. And I am really bad at stealthing because of that.
Perfect. While you are doing your dab here in your sister's moment, you all hear nearby and an explosion of lightning goes off, and you all see what looks like a bronze sphere with 8 legs coming off of it, and some of the legs end in hands, and some of them end in bizarre tools and things, and you see there's even like swords in one of them, and it turns and looks at you, Milana, and says, "Are you Milana? Is the one known as Milana been located?"
Yeah. Yes.
On behalf of the Modrons, we have come to offer you to perform your set in the Clockwork Nirvana. We have no concept of music. In our research, we have found that you are supposed to be the supreme entertainer on the prime material plane.
Wow. I mean, sure. I mean, do we want to go? Is this a trap?
Sorry. This is
I'm sorry. Is this a trap?
Statistically speaking, if it were a trap, I do not believe that I would divulge that openly. However, no, it is not. The Modrons are completely literal in this and all things.
Have you guys met a Modron before?
No.
And
I don't think so.
A large eye opens in the center in it, and a beam of light washes out over all of you. And it says, I have arrived at the wrong temporal period. You all still have a glorious destiny to fulfill before I can take Melina back with me to the Clockwork Nirvana.
What?
Well, that's disappointing.
But now I want to go do this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I
like a
think we
rain
should all
check.
do
Or...
this. And I don't want to go by myself. That's very dangerous.
A little window opens on the front of it, and a small device with a red gem in the middle floats over towards you, Milana. When you are prepared to come, press the button, and you and any that you wish will be transported with you as well. We will see to all of your material needs while you're in the Clockwork Nirvana.
That's amazing. What's your name?
It just whirs and clicks and like this nonsensical like it just doesn't mean anything.
I attempt to transcribe the words and clicks in my notebook, yeah.
I take it to memory as best as possible.
Now, Milana, I'm not a performer, but I have some friends that are. Do you want to establish what's on your rider now so you can make sure it's all in your dressing room when you get there?
Oh, yeah. I just take a scroll out and I hand it to them.
It takes it and it holds
I'm
it.
prepared.
And it looks up at the sky for a second, and it says, "Based on my temporal locality, might I impart upon you a piece of advice?
Yes.
Look out below." And it disappears. Which, by the way, was one of the wild magic table rolls for Satine, is why a Modron has appeared and interacted with her.
Wait. Do I have a red button?
Oh, yes.
You're telling me that I have a red button.
Oh, no!
It gave you a
push it right
device.
now.
It said, when you're ready to go, hit the red button. Yes, it does.
Perfect.
Yep.
I put it in my boot pocket.
We did the pockets of holding. Yes. We do have more wild magic rolls, but if I stop and do them all right now, we'll never get on with the story. So yes, that is one of them down. as you all make your way in, again, the city is beautiful and shining. You all were reached out to by the people of Thalasso to come and help. They basically told you that they were beset on all sides by enemies, and they and their god would appreciate your assistance, and you weren't really given many other details.
Is there anyone waiting to greet us, or?
As you all approach, the road leads up towards, because it's like an elevated cliff that goes out over the water, like just out. And so the whole town is at a very, very mild incline. And there are a couple of guards at a tower that stand there. They look like they're human, but they're faintly blue. They're not bright blue. They just have a bluish tinge to them. And they say, "Oh, hello, travelers, hail."
Hi.
Hail and well met.
And might we help you?
Yes, we were sent for by all of you, and your god, which must be nice. And we were told to come and help because you were, I believe the word was, beset.
Ah, you must be the heroes.
Well, I didn't say it, but if you listen, if you want to say that, that's fine.
100%.
Which one?
Indeed we are.
Wait, what manner of creature is that?
Heroic.
Don't point.
Oh, that's so nice.
To be fair, you could be talking about any one of at least three of us.
That's true.
That's very
Wow.
valid. Excuse me, which one of you is Lim, by the way?
Oh, adjust my spectacles. That would be me.
You hear he disappears from the guard tower, and you very much hear like boom, 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 and a gate opens up, and he comes running forward with one of your manuscripts, Lim. He's like, a huge fan of your work. As you might imagine, I don't get to travel very often, so I've sort of lived vicariously through you. Would you mind autographing this? It's a first edition.
Of course. It's so nice to meet a reader.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you all have arrived. And he leans in and kind of lowers his voice. We try to keep the people calm, but things are precarious.
Is it kobolds?
I don't believe so.
Because I've killed a lot of kobolds. Thousands and thousands of kobolds.
Yeah.
That's an odd thing.
Collecting their candles. Turning the candles in. Yes,
we should not speak of kobold genocide. No, we should.
Oh, right. Sorry.
There may be kobolds that live here. You do realize they're not unintelligent.
That's on me. Yep.
And Celice looks at him. It's like, it's no wonder that a god has never spoken to you.
Well, I'm just waiting. You know,
You're probably talking about murdering sentient beings. I don't think that a god is going to.
I needed the experience.
You're level 20 though.
Now.
Celice, give me a perception check.
Sure. Hopefully my dice will not fail me. Yeah. Oh, dag nabbit.
No.
Well, this is where you get to explain one of your house rules, B.Dave, because I got a nat 1.
Yes, that is, I actually only play with one house rule. I didn't get a chance to say that out loud. Thank you. That a 20 always succeeds and a 1 always fails, even on skill checks.
That's right. I do have advantage, though.
Yep.
Because Chad has donated so much that all
my
players get advantage for
That's
the
true.
rest of the stream.
Roll
Day of my rogue life.
That is why you all need to send boss monsters, because they already have advantage and all these other unfair benefits, you know? Like, yeah, think of the monsters. Won't you think of the monsters?
You said that was investigation?
Perception.
Perception. All right, I'm going to use the digital dice and hope they don't betray me this time. Oh my. I can't swear.
Nope.
I'm just going to make a face.
And then I'm going to
gonna
say,
make face.
you rolled a bad is what I'm hearing here.
No, it's only 8. At least it's not a nat 1.
That is true. Nope, everything seems legit. This all seems to be in order, Celice.
if I could just, excuse me, my new guard friend, who shall I make it out to?
My name is Taryn, ma'am.
Taryn, servant of Tenelok from Thalasco?
Yeah, yes, actually.
It's gonna be quite a good adventuring name when you get your little wanderlust.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that. I'm hoping that once the current unrest is resolved, that maybe I can just make my own way into the world. But I couldn't leave my home undefended. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'll reach up and pat him on the shoulder and hand it back.
You see, he turns and looks at his shoulder where you touched it, and it's just like, and takes the book and just kind of holds it to his chest.
You should know, but if you're a serious fan, you should meet Milana.
That's Milana?
Oh, no. It's fine.
I have your albums and your manuscripts. How can you do both?
This is not about me. This is about Lim. It's fine.
I'm just prestidigitating like sparks over both of them. Like, get it.
He very much starts to like, Lim and Milana.
It's okay. I take out my violin and I'm casting calm emotions. It's okay. It's fine. We have a job to do. We're here.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say too much, so let me just take you all in to meet Tenelok.
To meet Tenelok?
Yeah, he'll explain everything.
Game Master, as we're walking through, what I would like to do is, I don't know if you let me do this.
You know the answer is yes.
Calm emotions at an 8th level spell. And basically just walk through playing this violin and kind of try to calm all the groups of people.
Mellow everybody out, right? Hey.
Yeah.
As the way things work in this world, that those of you that are natives would of course understand, and Celice has even spent some time here, is the gods tend to be both physical and regional, where a town will have, and their god will live there with them and protect them. And the stronger the god, the wider the territory. So the idea that their god is just here chilling with them is not unusual or unreasonable for them to be like, yeah, you can meet him, he's right over there type thing. As you move through town, all of you give me either perception or insight, whatever's higher.
26 total.
Perfect.
On perception.
23.
Again, level 20. Everybody's got radar.
26.
26.
Wow, lots of 26s.
Lots of 20.
17.
30 from Lim.
Jesus. 17. Celice is there like, I'm thrown off.
It's all the humidity from the ocean, Celice. It's all in the plate. It's like,
Yeah, I'm worried about rusting.
Celice, to you see what looks like a fairly standard coastal town. If you had to wager a guess, maybe 500 sentients live here or so. There are walls, there are guards, but it seems by no means fortified. Like, it very much is a coastal town first, in a defensible position second. Its location is part of its defenses, because there's really only one way to approach it. You can see the people seem happy enough. They all have varying shades of dark skin. It's clear to you that they're all out in the sun a lot. A few of them, maybe about 30% of them, have this sort of bluish tint that Taryn had. But the rest of them seem, fairly standard humans, elves, half elves. Most of the standard assemblage that you would expect. The odd gnome, the odd halfling. But they seem like they're getting along pretty well. What all of the rest of you realize, and Lim's going to realize something separate even from this, is you all have been to war. You've all adventured. These people are very much on a wartime footing. They're still being positive, going through the motions. They're saying hi to each other, but they're all very scared. It is kind of like almost an unspoken agreement that this is a normal day. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Of course I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? They're not fine. Lim, you notice some of the stalls that where the fishmongers would be. You're seeing a lot of fishing nets and things. Again, you expect, you're on the coast, the ocean's right over there. Of course, they fish a lot. About half of the stalls are vacant. There's not as many people here selling their wares as you would have expected. You also notice at many of the homes, there are heavy furs in things, all like hanging in their doors and windows. This seems fairly tropical. You are surrounded by mountains, but you wouldn't think this is a place where there's snow, and yet they all own winter clothes. They're not wearing them, but they have them.
As a connoisseur of scarves, I am noticing a lot more company in this town than I frankly expected, and does it seem a little bit empty? I just start narrating all the stuff that I'm noticing to the group as we pass. Not enough fishmongers and too many rugs.
Yes, there should be more fishmongers.
You always open my eyes, Lim. And Bellspree has no eyeballs. Like.
Follow the expression.
As you all approach at what would be the far edge of the town, basically the furthest point out over the water, there is what looks like a gazebo set up. And in it, there is a pool with a merman. He's very large. He's about 8 feet tall, and he's beautiful. He's got very dark blue skin, very dark blue scales, and his upper half is statuesque. It is almost like he's been carved, and the tail just sort of like flips idly in the water. Hello, friends. Thank you for heeding our call and coming to our aid.
Of course.
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry, I'm just impressed by your stature.
I push Raina forward. I'm like,
Hi. It's so nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Raina. Should I bow? I'm sorry.
No, please. You can if you wish to, but no, you don't have to. No.
Maybe a little crazy.
Yeah. And he does the closest approximation to a bow that he can, rearing up sort of on his tail there. And he says, Bellspree, Rigorous, Solis Astorio, Raina, Lim, and Milana, I never thought I'd gaze upon you with my own eyes.
Oh my God, he knows my name.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yes, can you? Oh my goodness. And he said that right to Raina, like Raina. Oh my God, he knows my name. It's incredible.
Welcome to Thalasso. Obviously, whatever hospitality we can offer is yours, but I trust adventurers of your caliber wish to get right to it, as it were.
Oh my God.
But he stops for a second and he looks at you, Rigorous, and he says, would you like to join me in the pool by chance?
I push Rigorous.
Yeah.
He
looks at you too, Raina. He's like, oh, there's room for more.
I grab my sister.
Time to go swimming, I guess.
This is, oh my God, the water is perfect.
It is. The water's eerily perfect, actually.
I should not
splashing with my
wings. This is dope.
This seems like an optimal time for another deck of mini draw. So let's see here. I'm all like, we met a god. This is gonna be fine. Let's see if it's not fine. We're gonna let fate decide here. So that is one for Celice and one for Milana.
Oh boy.
So Celice, say when.
When?
Cut her off the top.
Off the top.
Important point of clarification before I draw this card. Does Celice enter the water?
She's wearing metal plate. Would you like her to drown?
Look, I'm in plate in the water. You can just do whatever. It's fine.
It's only about 6 feet deep because he's more lengthwise in the water, you know. So your feet would touch the ground.
What? I'm all in.
Yeah.
She's single. She's not with the rivals no more. So
it is perfect as you say. Ooh, hold on a second.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no. The more you say that, Dave, the more I'm going to say, oh no.
There are some really good cards. Like,
I know.
There are some really good ones.
Oh, I know. I just played with Dave enough.
That's another one that I'm going to put to the side for a dramatically appropriate moment there. Yeah, okay.
Boy. Boy.
Milana, say win.
Win.
Okay.
Nice.
Top or cut?
Top.
Milana.
Yeah?
You see, he turns and he looks at you and he says, would it be too forward of me to offer you a keepsake of our land so that when you travel far and everyone gazes upon you, they will think of our humble land as well?
I'm like doing this with Rain. Should I do the thing? I don't.
Right.
Yeah. I turn. I'm like, sure.
Hesitation, like her signature scent.
He just snaps his finger, and up out of the water, a very large clam emerges and opens up. And in the middle of it, there is a pearl, almost the size of your fist, strung with some smaller ones there.
And I'm like tears, like, and I grab it, but I also grab a bunch of other pearls.
He's like, please accept it with the thanks of the town of Thasalo, because you have drawn the gem card.
And I start smelling it because that's kind of the thing that.
It's perfection. It is improbably large. As you all see, she's there holding this necklace. He says, as you can tell, our land exists between earth and sea, as I exist between earth and sea. And we have had peaceful relations with both the denizens of the waters and the denizens of the mountains. But recently, we've had a number of encroachments, both out of the sea and the storm giants in the mountains. I fear that our once peaceful neighbors will be launching a full-scale conflict soon, not just against us, but against each other. And our city will be trapped in the middle and may not survive.
Have the storm giants been aggressive?
As of yet, they've only harried us. Recently, about a month ago, they sent a terrible storm of wind and ice that we were woefully ill-equipped for, just to prove that they could whenever they wanted to, basically. I've had the people begin preparing should they do it again.
You need a scarf? You look like you would be cold.
I would love a scarf from you, Lim, yes.
I'll unwind one from the middle.
You see, when you put it on him, you see he inhales deeply like Milana did with the pearls, and he's like, it smells wise and earthy.
It's seen some things.
I don't doubt it. I shall treasure it, which he, of course, is still sitting, completely otherwise wearing nothing. But what color's the scarf you give him?
He is a dark blue, right? Mm-hmm. It is like a midnight blue woven with sky blue. So it's got like alternating stripes, Something coordinating.
It matches. I appreciate that. What I would request is you all either speak with the giants or speak with the Sahawan and try and make peace with at least one of them before this situation overflows. Yes, it's
I get it. No, it's like an ocean. It's like an ocean. You are funny.
I
want to nudge Rigorous and just be like, yeah, go for it.
I don't mean to be so cliche. Sorry.
I'm sorry to be.
I'm gonna grab Rigorous and pull him over and be like, we're just like shoving you at this beautiful merman.
You should do it, Father. Shoot your shot.
I've been.
Don't throw away your shots.
I'm in the market for a god.
He's in the market for more than that, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So, I don't know. Do you want to like grab coffee and maybe like bond spiritually sometime or something? Let's silly.
His tail moves over and wraps behind you just gently, and he just says, Rigorous, I would love a spiritual connection with you when this is all said and done.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk. We'll see. I'll check my schedule and see when I have free and we can.
He just sort of looks at you for a second and he's like, well, I do not wish to derail the task at hand here.
Yes, no, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, totally. This stuff, I gotta do stuff. I'm gonna go. Rigorous just walks away.
He snaps his fingers again, and a chest near the end of this gazebo just sort of opens up, and there's 6 vials inside. He says, these are potions of water breathing. I'm not sure what your individual capabilities are, but I wanted to provide them should you all feel the need to enter the waves.
Rigorous pulls out his character sheet and looks at it and says, oh, no, I can't breathe underwater, so this is very helpful.
Thank you.
Rigorous, what's the character sheet?
Oh, it's where I
Doesn't look like
write down.
anything to me.
Yeah, I write down everything I can do so I can keep track of it.
It must be
Isn't
a very
that called
long list.
Not as long as you think.
I can't stand any of you right now.
I take it and I cheers everyone. Raina, Bellastri, Celice, Lim, and
Wait, should we
Ricker.
drink
Are
it
we
right
going
now?
out? Are we going out?
It will last for at least a day. You can consume it now so that you are already under its effect should it arrive later.
I'm going to put mine in pockets.
Okay?
Mine is actually Coke Zero.
Mine
You
tastes
will-
like water.
It tastes like seawater. It does. It tastes like salty water.
Ew.
I
Yeah.
didn't like mine.
Yeah. No, it doesn't taste very good. But you do feel like you, one, could breathe underwater, and you also feel like you could move underwater.
Now, B.Dave, what does it feel like when one feels like they could breathe underwater?
Just like you got a lung full of water and it's not making you drown.
Oh, I just know. Okay.
Uncomfortable.
Especially for you, Bellastri, who doesn't need to breathe. So that's odd. Yeah, you're like, I regained it. Yeah, right.
But now we know you're something with lungs.
Oh.
True.
I pull out a little notebook and we have like a little list. And we're just like,
Checklist.
okay, all right.
It has lungs. Yes.
Lungs.
So, yes.
Oh, I was going to suggest that perhaps we do a little group vote discussion about whether we want to go giants or that other thing that he said.
Sahowan, which is
That
I'd
one.
never pronounced it the same twice.
Sahowan are really bad.
Yeah.
I fought them.
Storm
They're-
giants are bad too.
I'd rather fight a Sahowan than a storm giant, though.
Also true.
I mean, we were just
They're
gonna
mad
add to
at
them.
each other?
We got a coin.
Oh.
A coin?
Yeah.
Sure.
How big is the
The
okay,
the Sahawans are the devils of the deep. That is something you all would know. They are generally perceived as a very aggressive species. The storm giants normally are just territorial. They don't tend to come out of the mountains too often. So if they're coming down this far to worry this town, much less to get engaged with the Sahowan, is unusual. You've all been around enough that you would know that as well.
Let's go. I think storm giants the way to go. We can do diplomacy with them, and the other ones will just eat us.
Also true.
The
But
storm
you can
giants
eat-
might eat us.
Try to talk it out.
Storm giants don't really eat people. At least not, let's
Where do they stand on turtles?
Good question.
What about skeletons?
They might not even know you're there. You're tiny.
Perfect.
True.
Lim, give me history or nature, whatever's higher.
500.
Kind of crabby, but we have advantage.
That is true.
It is either... Oh, it's either a 14 or a natural one, so we're going to go with the 14. Thank you for that advantage.
You had a cousin that lived in the mountains, but besides that, you don't really know too many turtles that make it up that way. Doesn't agree with the cold-bloodedness, literally.
Yeah, not so...
Yeah.
You know what? You only live once, or sorry, Bellastry, you only live as many times as you are reborn. Let's go with the storm giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. He does have furs brought out for you if you require them. It is you all have arrived fairly early in the day. The hike will put you up in the storm giant territory around midday. If you all head out directly.
I use fine steed. I definitely rock up on a horse. Get out of here.
What does
That's
your
what we're
steed? What does it look like?
I lied.
Steed you
It's not a
summon?
horse. It's a big goat. It's a very big gold goat. And I'm just like cuddling it. She's like
Does your
face down on it, staying warm.
Like a cashmere?
It's a big fuzzy cashmere goat, and I'm just sort of like rocked up in it.
Does your
get in
goat
here.
have a name?
Oh,
I know I
no.
put you on the spot. Yeah, I get it. If the goat develops a name,
Cream
feel free to
soda.
cream soda. I don't even know what
No.
that is, literally. Yes, rigorous.
Well, if Rigorous sees Raina do that, and so then Rigorous uses find greater steed to find a greater steed.
Oh my god.
And Rigorous,
What appears?
Hanging out with paladins.
saber-toothed tiger.
Of any particular color or pattern, it is greater, so it is what you say it is.
It's silvery white.
Leaps into existence and the wind blows down from the mountain, blowing its mane around majestically as Rigorous climbs onto the back of this thing.
And Shrubin just holds on to my back as we ride on the cat, whose name is...
Like, I do so love it when you summon the cat, father.
The cat's name is... Where is it? Snowcap.
Snowcap.
Nice.
Oh my
Perfect.
goodness.
If
You
your
know-
saber-toothed tiger attacks my goat, I'm gonna beat the helmet off. of you.
Snowcap
I'm
is
just saying
incredibly well behaved, and you know that.
It literally gets your goat. Celice, are you getting in on the paladin
Oh,
triathlon here?
absolutely. I summon with greater seed a giant dire wolf.
Excellent. And what does it look like?
He is pitch black, but with like fine white lines in his fur that form a pattern. To the untrained eye, it doesn't make sense, but this has been my steed, so I know exactly what those are, and his name is Fenris.
Hey, great. Let me just check something here.
I will just add that too from the other thing.
Fenris the wolf. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Don't put your hand in his mouth. All right.
I will not.
Good advice in general.
Yeah, that is just good advice in general and also in specific. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not Tears, so...
Okay, I had to double check something. But with Find Greater Steed, they actually appear intelligent. So both Snowcap and Fenris just sort of like give each other sort of a knowing look of like, celestial creature to celestial creature, Do you all share your mounts where everybody gets to ride? Because between 3 greater steeds and Bellispree small, you all could double up if you wished.
Oh, Bellispree reaches into a gray pouch that she has and whips out a fuzzy ball. And out pops.
Here it comes. Come on, unicorn. Here you go.
Out
Or rhinoceros.
pops, I rolled a 5, which means it is
For people that don't know
panther.
for people that don't know, what item are you using here? I know, but
I'm using a gray bag of tricks, but everything that comes out of my bags are, of course, skeletal in nature as well. So a large skeletal panther appears for me to ride.
Perfect. Is you
Lim,
all...
would
Yes,
you like
Lim.
to ride on my saber-toothed tiger? He's very nice.
Well, if I hold on quite carefully, and I'll sort of, like, just the most awkward looking, like, I'm incredibly nimble. I'm a level 20 rogue, but the sight of me trying to climb onto the back of a saber-toothed tiger and just sort of gripping the fur, yes, great!
Perfect.
I mean, someone can giddy up with me and Fenris if they need to.
I already stole Milana.
Okay.
Please come be on my not intelligent goat with me, please.
Oh, but it's so warm and soft, and I'm just like,
That is true.
Riding a blanket that won't fall off the mountain.
The goats got those bizarre Kermit the Frog goat eyes that they've got. That when you look into Snowcap or when you look into Fenris and Snowcap's eyes, you see the intelligence there, but Cream Soda is just blank. There's no judgment. Just a goat. Yeah,
Poor Cream Soda.
it lives to serve. As you all make your way up the mountains, everybody give me nature or survival, whichever's higher.
Ooh. Thank you, advantage.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Remember,
I don't-
advantage. Yep.
I don't trust those dice. The digital ones.
23.
23 from Milana. Excellent.
26.
26 from Bella Spree.
Lim has
Said
28.
nature.
28.
16.
Yep.
Jesus. I've got a 19.
Celice, rigorous. Raina, what'd you get? Sorry.
17.
Celice, rigorous, Raina, as you're heading up in the mountains, it starts to get cold, as you would expect. Like we're going up to elevation. This all seems legit. Bella, Spree, Lim, and Milana, you all are aware it's much colder than it should be. It's summertime. I mean, yes, it's elevation, but the wind is blowing harder. You can see snow up ahead, sort of raging around the tops of the mountain peak, unseasonably cold. Not necessarily magically cold in the sense, but the winter shouldn't be here already like this.
Belize gives a little shiver and her like rib cage starts to like knock together. This isn't normal. I don't understand. It's too cold here.
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
I don't like it.
Very strange.
Be prepared. It's weird.
Does anyone need a scarf?
Aren't you a druid? Don't you have a firmer lock on magical weird weather?
Not for weather so much. I mean,
That's nature.
That's naturist to assume. That
I'm more of a dead animal lover than a weather lover.
I will say, because we haven't checked in a while, we're at almost 9,000 of our 9,500 goals. So, again, get some of them boss monsters out here for them, y'all. They've things have gone a little too easily. Speaking of things that go into a little too easily, I think this is a good time for another deck of mini draw.
Who's it for?
Let's see this. Amy has another one.
Oh.
So
It may not be that bad.
It might not, Lim. It might not. It could be, again, nothing but positives.
Stop.
Off the top or cut?
Cut.
All right. Perfect. Let's see. I always double check because every time I think I know on a case, they... Oh,
Oh boy.
Lim, while you all are making your way up here, you all hear a thunderous voice echo. None shall pass. You must send a champion to fight for your glory. Send the turtle. Because you have drawn the Comet card, and you must defeat the next opponent one-on-one.
Oh. Okay, wait.
Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Wow.
Hold on.
Okay.
And
Before you go.
Well, hang on, Rigorous. You're going to get a chance to buff or whatever before she actually fights. But you all see the wind and snow just part, and 3 frost giants are just there, storm giants rather, are just there. You didn't hear them walk, you didn't hear the snow crunch. There was wind and snow, and they're just in front of you. They stand, 2 of them stand about 16 feet tall, and 1 stands about 20 feet tall. She has long, silvery hair and is wearing a robe and carrying a staff, which seems a little bit unusual. And she looks down and says, "We have seen you approach from below, but we do things quite differently here. If your champion is victorious, we will hear what you have to say. But if he is able to crack this tortoise's shell, we will send you all home in pieces."
Okay.
I have fallen off the tiger.
Yeah, just crunch down into the snow there. And yes, you all have a chance. Yes, Rigorous, whatever you were going to, because it doesn't just like charge at you. Like, I mean, they look over at one of the storm giants and kind of like start gassing him up a little bit. You know, he's like,
Sure. I'm going to cast on you protection from energy.
Ooh.
For the duration, the willing creature you touch has resistance to 1 type of damage of your choice. I'm going to choose cold. That feels accurate.
It feels appropriate. Excellent.
I've encountered some strange customs. This one is, bad luck me, I guess. But Milana, what was that?
Oh, Lim, and I kind of help you up off the ground. I'm like, okay, you're gonna be fine, and I kind of brush your shoulders off, and I am casting Enhance Ability and giving you Bear's Endurance. The target has advantage on con checks, and you also gain 2d6. I rolled. You get 9 temporary hit points.
Excellent.
You're gonna do great.
What kind of weapon are you using?
Bracer with magical daggers.
Got it.
If that helps.
Well, let me get in there. I'm gonna hit you with a little bless, friend, if I can. Also, who's next to me? I'll catch my sister and Celice with the splash on the bless. Just in case. So go with the sun. Please don't die.
I'll try not to. If someone could, write this down, whatever happens, that would just...
Of course.
Sure.
Very tall. I've got a bless, and I've got a con checks, and I've got resistance to cold.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing. Let me see that bracer. And it begins to glow with a dim light as I cast Holy Weapon. You're not only does it glow with that little bit of light, it also you deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage on a hit.
Ooh.
Nice.
I just want to yell over to the storm giants. Do we have like an hour before this fight, or is this not like a time sensitive thing?
An hour would be really great for the only buff I have.
No, you don't.
Okay.
And you see the giant walks over to a row of boulders, and he has a huge greatsword, and he points it at you, Lim, and says, "Are you prepared for battle, Turtle?"
One moment. That's a default.
And you see he's like looking at the boulders and just sort of like rolls one a little bit and like kind of kicks one with his foot while you're getting ready, and it's just like it would not.
I will also stretch my little limbs one at a time, maximum length out of my shell. Like,
aren't you a bit of an elderly turtle? We storm giants respect our elders. I do not wish to fight you unfairly if you are not prepared.
That's so nice. I win then.
No, unfortunately. If you wish to battle me, then you must. I just wanted to give you a chance to concede.
There's just nothing wrong with being intimidated by the experience of a much older fighter. I'm just saying.
Ah, yes. We respect our elders because they're old for a reason, yes? Lim, give me a perception or insight check again.
All right.
Woo.
It's gonna be... How about a 34?
Well, for those of you that aren't familiar, 30 is godlike success. So at 34, he's transparent to you. They all are. They're also scared. Not that he's afraid to fight you as such. You don't, especially with a 34, you don't necessarily feel like they're afraid of you. The three of them are like, yeah, we'll work 6 little people. What difference does it make? But they really are worried about something. You're not getting aggression. You're getting fear. Like they're backed into a corner.
So as I'm preparing, like tightening my bracer and picking up my shield and heading out, I want to start going ahead with a conversation and try to signal what I've just figured out to everyone else. And be like, well, I suppose we better do this. It seems like this is an important custom, and I do love to learn about the different customs of the peoples I encounter. What would you say is bothering all of you here up on the mountain that you're pretty worried about?
You see his eyes kind of widen for a moment, and he's about to open his mouth to say something, and the tall robed one says, "No. We will speak if you are victorious and not before."
Boo!
Yes, I agree.
Well, I suppose I'm ready. Let's go.
Roll initiative for me there, Lim.
Go!
Because when you say
wow.
let's go, he reaches down and he hoists up one of these rocks. And he says, "It is an honor to battle you, Elder."
That's a big rock. Okay. Does my advantage apply to initiative? Just everything?
It can, yep. We got it now.
Can, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got 15.
Unfortunately, you're not quite fast enough. What is your AC?
21.
Pretty good.
You see, he hoists this rock like he's really struggling with it, and then just fastballs it into Lamb. Like, boom! And it just shatters into pieces when it hits you for 35 points of damage.
Okay, but I could see that coming, right?
It's an attack, but I mean, yeah, your roguey stuff can apply. Yes.
Yes, please.
Yep.
I would.
Rogue's gonna rogue.
That's not evasion, but it could be uncanny dodge, perhaps?
Yep, it could be uncanny dodge.
30 goes down to 15, is that right?
35 goes down to 17. As
Not
you all
trying to
see,
cheat.
he just yeets this thing at Lim, who moves surprisingly quickly. For those of you that have not actually seen her do battle before, what should have been just square at her head, she kind of like turns and still kind of takes on the shoulder. However, it is your turn now, Lim. And he does start, after he throws that first rock, he picks up his sword and starts like coming towards you, like with the ground crunching underneath him.
All right. You know, we've come a long way. We have some new friends to meet. I think we'd better try to take care of this as soon as we can. What was your name, young man?
He just stops for a minute and he says, "Therm."
Therm, neighbor of Thalassa. It's very nice to meet you.
Therm of the Storm Giants.
Oh, yes, of course. Therm of the Storm Giants. I would like to insightful fighting.
Yep.
Therm, please.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. We did just get a gigantic donation. Do we know from who, or was that anonymous?
I am checking. Please continue.
Our goal was 9,500. We're at 11,300. It just jumped like $2,000. Whoever that was, you can send 4 monsters if you want. Let's go Godzilla up in this piece. I don't care. Let's do it.
They donated and didn't even pick a prize.
Wow.
My friend, you can message me if you would like something.
Yes, and if you
Holy
wanted
cow.
if you wanted anonymous, feel free to say so. We won't bust you out if you don't intend.
Yes.
But at least pick some monsters if you would. Yes. Liam.
It's a 25.
He's an open book.
All right.
Leans a little heavy on his left leg, probably, blew out his ACL at some point, kind of sort of shifts his weight some when he's about to swing the sword. I mean, it just, you're like,
Therm.
right, got him.
No, Therm, you've got to learn. And I whip out the bracer here and shoot off a couple of magical daggers with some sneak attack, please.
Go ahead and roll it.
Do I declare my bless before or after I roll?
You can roll.
You don't have to declare it. It's just a...
You get the D4. It's in there. The D4 is just in there.
Hold on a second. How
Yeah.
many D whatevers for a sneak attack for a 20th level?
Oh, God.
All of them.
Oh, God.
Oh boy, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let me roll this thing just in case. First dagger. I don't like 18. I do like a 19 plus 11 for 30.
More than enough.
Okay, that's gonna hit. And then in addition to some 8 points of damage, how about not only the 10d6 of my standard sneak attack, but perhaps because I'm so inquisitive, we could add. I need to find what it's called on here.
Can I just point out one quick thing for you? You got a natural 20 banked if you want to just completely light this thing up.
Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
I think this might be a good time for the natural 20 and for me to look up what the heck it's called that I get to add even more.
Here's the thing, you all.
Eye for weakness.
Yes.
13d6.
If I might recommend, D&D Beyond, digital tool set is very good for rolling large numbers of dice.
I can just email you all of my D6s if you need them.
That's true. So
Just fax them over.
on a natural 20, that is all of that doubled. So tell me, how many is it base dice that you're doing to this poor creature?
Fully roll, in addition to the 8 base damage, I'm going to roll 26 d6, please.
26 d6 on
And
on
2d8
your first
from me.
Right. That makes it 48. That makes it 48 on the natural 20.
48.
I appreciate also that's on attack number 1. So yes, please.
Oh my god.
Yes,
You
please.
thought we weren't playing buckets of dice, but we are playing buckets
are.
of dice today.
We are. We
on
are.
this game. Thank you for all of the oh my god. Okay, let's just hit it. Oh my whole screen is full of beautiful, beautiful dice.
Yeah. Your stuff's gonna get all laggy. Yeah, it starts to crunch as those dice are rolling across the screen.
How about 89 points of damage?
Ow.
Amazing.
You hurdle this one knife that just explodes right into the very narrow window between his breastplate and his beard, and just and he just looks at you for a moment, and his eyes kind of widen, and he's like, I give up, and he just like kneels down and taps the ground. I give up. I surrender.
Wise move, sir. Well fought.
Nerd!
Celice starts applauding.
Big robot man, I believe she asked a question. If you want to go ahead and answer that.
1 second here.
You did it!
Oh, my God. Liz, that was amazing.
They
You
all
all gave me so many wonderful gifts. They really should have specified in the rules that you weren't allowed to do that, but, I mean, they'll learn, I guess.
Yeah.
He was our finest warrior.
Oh, he's quite a good warrior.
Keyword was.
He very much is like pulled the helmet off and is like over in the snow, trying to like lodge this dagger out of his throat. As you see like a few drops of blood, but very few for those of you, especially you, Rigorous, that have in Celice, that have cut many a sentient with your blades. It's like the precision and sharpness of her weapon barely even drew any blood from him. as he's just like struggling. And she says, fine. You have fought bravely, gloriously, and surprisingly efficiently. We, storm giants, are coming down because the flames have driven us from our homes. The flames from the earth.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you hate to see that.
They have displaced our deity, and we must find a new home for it and us.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. This is like a deity domino thing, right?
Yeah.
We're pushing into that one. That one's pushing into this one. Okay.
When
Yep, yep,
she
yep.
says that, you all hear the thunder rumble around the peak of the mountain, and you see multiple pairs of wings in the cloud, and a pair of eyes made out of lightning appear for a second and then vanish.
Oh, okay. We got a dragon thing. Is that it?
Maybe.
Wait, was that a
is
dragon thing?
No dragon, no.
Okay. It could have been.
They're golden like you, Raina.
Well, thank you.
We do not wish to harm anyone, but we cannot stay here, and thus, and she motions down at the town, those horrible sea creatures have begun coming up as we're coming down, and apparently there is not room for all of us.
Now, if I may, is there some kind of agreement you could come to with the town where the two of you work together to stop the sea devil things?
Give me persuasion, rigorous.
Okay.
Which you also have a natural 20 banked. For a paladin, that's a special occasion on all the smites and stuff, but...
No, I got a 29 total. Well, I have advantage on it too, so let's
Sure.
see. Hold on.
That's a lot. That is significant.
I got a 29. Yeah, 29.
She just sort of looks at you for a moment and she says, you offer us peace and diplomacy and not the sword?
Well, listen, I'm saying the two of you do sword on the ocean one. So you got mountain plus town minus sea equals peace. That's basic math.
Do any of you speak giant by chance?
I speak everything.
You speak in everything.
Yes.
She looks at the others and she starts making a noise that almost sounds like the rumble of thunder. Like it really, like it's coming from her. And they're doing it back to her. And Milana, you realize they're basically debating whether or not they can trust you, or is this a trap?
Oh, then I say in that language, we are heroes. This is literally what we do. And then I make a pose. And then I point at the
I
paladin.
also pose. Yeah.
See Milana do that, and I want to run over to the guy that just got stomped by Lim. And it's a token effort, but I am going to hit him with a level 1 cure wounds as I get that knife back. Like, hey, buddy, you're okay. Let me just, here you go.
It does come out, and he just like looks at you, and you hear him say to them, Milana, we can trust them. She clearly could have killed me if she chose, and she chose mercy. And you see, she looks and she leans over to all of you and she says, then we have an accord. The storm giants will assist you, and apparently none too soon. And she turns and points. As you all turn and look back towards the lasso, the ocean has begun to rumble and boil, and huge tentacles have started coming up out of the water and lashing towards the shore as the people are running and screaming. And that is a good place for us to take a little break. But first,
Oh my God.
Shar has something to share with us here.
Oh boy. So first of all, with reaching over $12,000.
Wow, that is huge.
We've raised, I'm going to cry, 200 hours of one-on-one counseling for survivors right now. That is life-changing support that you are all providing for people when they're at one of the worst moments of their lives. And our next goal is 13.5K. I'm sure we'll hit that. We're reaching for 100 survivors being able to be accompanied to the hospital. So while we are on break, you'll see a slideshow of all the various prizes that we have. The raffle will be, if you're watching this on VOD, July 16th. So you still have time to donate Friday, July 16th, end of day. And if you don't have enough money, if you just have a little to give, just $5 gets you 3 guaranteed prizes from our friends at One Page Mage, Idle Champions, and Hit Point Press. So we'll see you soon, and continue to donate. Blow our goals out of the water.
It all adds up. Thank you so very much. Quick 10, don't go nowheres. We're going to come back, and I will get to unleash the Kraken.
Oh boy!
And we are back. Hello. We are at 13.3 of 13.5, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Thank you all so much. You know, something has been floating around in the back of my head this whole time, and I wasn't really quite sure when or how to say it. Part of the reason why this charity in particular is so near and dear to my heart is for a lot of reasons. People that have been the victims of violence don't have anyone to talk to, be it culturally you're not supposed to, or you just literally just don't know who to turn to. And so the idea that WAVAW is just having a warm, human, comforting person available literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is just absolutely astonishing and incredible to me. And y'all, I don't know if it's possible by the time that we did it. There you go. We just broke it. We just broke 13.5. So I don't even know what's happening anymore. We're about to do some more deck of mini draws. We're gonna do some wild magic. We're gonna fight. The next hour is gonna be ridiculous. But I just wanted to make sure I just said thank you up front. And Char, I would request, if possible, and this might be some high freaking math moving here, but by the time we end, if you could just give us an idea of the number of humans that will be touched by the money we raise today. I think that would be a great thing to be able to end on. So thank you. I'm getting emotional, but I can't get emotional because I need the salt in my heart for what's about to happen here. So.
Our next goal is going to be 15K. If we hit 15K, that will be 18 days of the crisis line being funded. Wow. The crisis line receives about 4,000 calls every year, so you'd be helping a lot of people.
And basically, you can do for other people what the whole party just did for Lim.
Literally.
Prepare them to be their best and strongest selves. Cast protection, cast bless, do what you can. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Buffs and help actions. And just as an aside, I realize we're playing D&D, but if y'all know, you know. I have to represent, so...
Wow, Dave. Wow. Should I go change to my motherland shirt and just make it?
You know, here's the best part. The other side of the mug is my face. So, yeah, there it is.
I guess I'm just here present in the moment. Thinking about the game I'm playing with the people I'm playing it with. I'm not thinking about my Adventure Zone graphic novel coming out tomorrow.
You know, maybe if you tune in, you'll get to see Travis and I hanging out again tomorrow during the Adventure Zone graphic novel premiere that is happening tomorrow night. Maybe. Even I don't know. And by I don't know, I mean definitely. So, first, here's how we're going to do this. We got a bunch of Wild Magic Surge tables, so I'm going to get every one of you beautiful people to roll percentile for me right now.
Oh, no.
No one uses those cursed dice.
I'm going to roll my super special percentile.
Where can someone get those super special dice there?
At the bardbook.com.
Bardbook.com.
I am using Die Hard dice. You can win some today if you donate.
And I'm using Aabria's set from Dice Envy.
Are you using America's Ass?
No, I'm using the set that is named after Aabria.
I thought that was America's Ass.
No, these are America's Ass.
And please take inspiration from me.
Yeah. Perfect.
And I'm rolling Dispel dice, and they poked me in the hand really hard, and I'm bleeding a little bit. Nice.
You've now made a pact with the dice. Okay. Wild magic, y'all.
I'm just rolling dice made out of bits and bytes on my computer. I didn't know we had all these cool dice around.
You know, there's never enough.
Imaginary.
All right.
I'm just saying you can get some mythic dice on D&D Beyond, which I'm rolling over on bits and bytes as well. 57 for me.
I'm also in prizes. Those exact dice that Amy just mentioned.
They do this like black hole thing. It's real cool.
Yes, that is literally what I'm rolling right now. So hang on, let me do this in order. Lim, for the next minute, any flammable object you touch or that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames. So you may want to get off of your boy's mount's back here, because Snowcap might be in for a rough day if otherwise. Raina, what was that?
59.
Raina, I don't think this comes up yet. Oh, you regain an expended spell slot. You have cast something, so there you go. You're gonna get it back. No, I would say no advantage on this because you don't know if it's good or bad. Just let's just go in. Could be anything. All right, that is a 21 for Celice. Celice, you. I know I try and weave these all in narratively and stuff, but we got too much stuff going on. That's why I'm like, here's what happens. Celice, creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast. So the next thing that has a saving throw, they have a disadvantage.
Good.
Bellis, you guys keep track of this because I will not. Bellispree, Bellispree, that was a 50 for you.
Yep.
You can't speak for the next minute. Whenever you try, pink bubbles float out of your mouth. Like an old-timey cartoon drunk. You're like,
A skeleton with like cotton candy colored bubbles.
You know what it is? That potion of water breathing's not agreeing with you because you don't have to breathe. It's repeating on you. Is what that is.
A whole pastel goth situation, and I love it.
Rigorous to the 45. You start levitating, Rigorous, and when you do. When you start floating, you all hear a crack of thunder in a rumble, and before you, a 9-foot statuesque glowing human appears with wings floating right in front of Rigorous. Rigorous, why have you not been returning my sendings? I've been hearkening unto you, and thou hast ignored me.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was spam.
When I hearken unto you, thou might hearken in return. I speak and you can speak back.
I ain't no hearken back girl.
And a Solar has joined this encounter to fight on you all's side, thanks to the generosity of our donors. And one of the details about it was it had to shade you for ghosting them, Rigorous.
That's fair.
Somebody, did I hear a 1 on this table here?
It's a me.
I actually don't understand what 1 is. It doesn't make sense. Like literally what it says doesn't make sense. So actually roll again. It says, roll on this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring this. Oh, you get it multiple times.
That's good.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna get it.
Holy
yeah.
crap.
You're gonna get it 6. You're gonna get it 6 times. 6 times. So just give me one of them here.
Double deuce.
All right, we're going to keep track of this. A lot's going to happen to Melina. The magic goes wild. But you got the same thing as Celice. For now, creatures are going to have disadvantage on your next spell with a saving throw. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I haven't gotten Lim, have I? No, I did get Lim. Did I get everybody?
Although I'd like to rule that since I accidentally just adjusted my spectacles, Lim touches her own spectacles, which burst into flame. Tear them off and drop them in the snow and be like, whoa!
It's we're gonna have to do that 5 more times for Melina. Dramatically appropriate moments here. But I got everybody else in the meantime, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Then let's do one last bit of business before you fight the Kraken, which is these deck of mini draws. So say when, Travis.
When?
Cut her off the top.
Cut.
All right.
Oh God. Anti-Kraken gun.
It's true.
Anti-Kraken gun.
You drew the you win card.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I cast Calamari at 9th level.
The Solar looks down at you and says, Rigorous, I realize there is a great deal of contention for your affections. Tell me, do you feel that you are stronger or more charismatic?
This is such a good question. I'm going to say, just according to my character sheet.
That's a very interesting way to keep track of your own accomplishments.
I got a lot going on,
by
my man.
what standard are you rating your own constitution? I don't... fine.
It's kind of a scale of 1 to 20. But it's just
It's
a
how
personal...
many times he's drank me under the table.
Yeah, it's just how I feel in the moment.
Stronger
anyways,
or more charismatic, sir?
I'm going to say I'm slightly more charismatic.
Continuing the stream, the theme of Travis sucking all of the luck out of this deck, you have drawn the star card. You gain +2 to your charisma, which can raise it to as high as 24, pending what your stat is currently. So you can go into godlike charisma as the sun shines a little brighter on Rigorous and his hair blows a little more in the wind here.
Yeah, it takes me up to 21.
Yep. You have entered the realm of the divine. And you know what? I've lost track of how many else to do. So here's how we're going to do. All of y'all are getting one more. Everybody's getting one more. Everybody's getting one more. One more card. So say when, Bellispree.
When?
Cut or off the top?
From the top.
Ooh.
That scared me.
Dave said, ooh, I'm like, ooh.
This is my first ever deck of many pulls.
Oh, Bellispree. Everything goes black.
Fuck. I mean, shoot.
Why heck? We get one. It's PG-13. There it was. In Bellispree, you are floating somewhere that you've been before. Anchored between time and space, between life and death. When you first met your mortal end, you passed through this place, and around you, you see threads. Countless threads of countless existences being woven into and out of things. And you understand them intrinsically for a moment, and you realize you can pick one thread, and just one. Because you have drawn the Fates card. You can undo any one event.
Does it have to be one that already occurred?
No, I mean, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yep, so you can keep that one in your back pocket. That you basically get a divine interdimensional do-over.
Awesome.
Perfect. Let's, Raina. Call it.
Stop.
Off the top or cut?
Top.
I'm finding it's getting increasingly more likely that Celice is about to rematch death, by the way, the more we go to these. He's been training. He's been running stairs, you know, he's been doing pull-ups. He's not gonna get clowned again. Raina, this is another one of the ones that's not fun. I'm gonna bury this, but I'm still keeping it in here. I'm still keeping it in here. I told
you all.
You did.
I told you.
You did. You've sucked out the worst ones out of here. All right, give it to me again. I put it back in the deck, though. If it comes up again, it's gonna be what it is.
Okay, stop.
Okay, cut her off the top.
Top. Hey y'all, it's been so fun. We've raised so much money for charity, and I will see myself out.
Also gonna save that one for a dramatically appropriate moment.
God.
Another dramatically appropriate moment. Celice, here we go.
Yep.
Can you get death? You got this many shots at it, by the way. Let's see if Celice is gonna draw death.
Stop.
Cut off the top.
Cut.
Okay. It's not death. There you go.
Cake or death.
Didn't know there'd be such a run.
Right?
What weapon does Celice use currently?
I had to think about it. As paladin, she has a ridiculously powerful longsword. And her shield.
Yeah, which ridiculously powerful longsword?
Oh god, I don't know if it has a name. It's like a +3 longsword.
Let me just check something here real quick.
Now that you said that, I'm like, what do I do?
I might have. The skies part, and Tyr himself looks down on you, Celice, and says to you, Celice, I've been looking everywhere for you. How is it that you've arrived in this strange land with its bizarre gods?
Following my friends and trying to help. I mean, it's what I do. Doing the right thing. Oh yeah, and this is rigorous. Everyone's like, all the gods are flirting with him. I don't know if you want to talk to him too, since you're here.
He is very beautiful. How is it that his hair is blowing in the wind in a different direction from the current? How is that? It's like slow motion.
Magic.
I don't know what has happened today, but I am having a great day.
There's a magic called After Effects.
I will say I cannot allow you, my champion, to be shown up by these other paltry lesser deities. Go forth and carry my standard, and your sword erupts into a sun blade because you have drawn the sun card.
Nice.
It will gain the abilities of the Sunblade. If what you had was it's your sword plus Sunblade.
All right, I am changing to Sunblade right now.
Perfect. And last but certainly not least, here we go, Milana.
Woo!
He's in here. He's in
there. Yes. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Off
and
the top or cut it, okay?
Yeah, top.
Ooh, let's see. I love the deck of many things so much. Milena.
Huh?
As you're standing here, you realize why aren't the gods like coming for you? Like, okay, the Modrons want you to come play a gig and that's cool, but everybody's like tripping all over themselves and they're trying to figure out like, this just doesn't seem right. Like maybe you've been going about this all wrong. Maybe you need to approach things differently because you've drawn the balance card and you have an alignment change. I will let you decide what it changes to and what that looks like. But apparently,
do I have to do it now?
I mean, theoretically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you decide. Let you decide how that. But it's apparently in Raina. You notice the look in your sister's eye changes a little bit as she's standing here.
I'm gonna go lawful good and see what kind of chaos I can start.
Well, Tyr was just here, so you're like, wait, what? And there's a Solar over there, like maybe good's not all bad.
Wait.
I think it's right in the name.
Are we best friends now? Oh my god.
Your sister's good example is finally rolling off on you.
Yeah.
That being said, yes. Like a little glow. That pearl around your neck just sort of illuminates a little more here. A little more. And lest we never get off this mountain, you all are mystically transported back to the middle of Thalassos as the Kraken's tentacles are lashing out and smashing into Bill just like that. Thank you for the practical effect. There. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, Amy Dallen. There you go. That's you can't pay for that kind of production quality. All of you, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay. Here we go.
And we have advantage.
You have advantage.
Oh, thank goodness. I rolled a natural 1 on the first.
Natural 20.
Bella Spree, hold it. So again, 20 means you will go first unless somebody else gets a 20. Give it to me in chat if you would. You can say it, but give it to me in chat if you would.
Yeah, we'll do it.
While I'm arranging things.
Dirty 20 for me.
14.
Okay. You all are doing a quick. Here you go. The Kraken rolled poorly. We cannot imagine how many freaking deck of mini cards I have strewn about in front of me here for things
I can imagine
to resolve at dramatically appropriate moments here. All right, so let's see. Let me get this going.
I'm afraid of my dramatically appropriate card.
I mean, I don't know why. Just because you know me, you should feel like it means something. It's.
Dave, I've met you.
You got both things. You got double things coming. Okay. Yes.
For the first minute of this fight, I can't speak. because of the bubbles.
Correct.
God damn, that's like every spell on my list. Whew.
That does complicate things. You just do a rage. That's all right.
That's it, yeah.
You don't need words when you got violence. That is an 18 from Celice. That is the universal language. Rigorous at 15. Is 15. So I got Celice, Raina, Rigorous, Bellesprit. Who am I missing? Milena. I have
25.
Perfect. I'm still missing
Scarf with
somebody.
a tough choice.
Lim. I'm missing Lim. Lim, what do you got?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Perfect. Again, a very spry tortoise. Milena, you are first. The huge head of the Kraken has come up out of the water, and its eyes are looking around with malevolent glee. You can tell when you look at this thing, it knows exactly what it's doing, as it is smashing buildings and grabbing people and pulling them into the water. What would you like to do?
Its glee is not as gleeful as my glee, because I've always wanted to cast a fireball at 9th level.
Yes.
This is the time for it. Have at it. Mm-hmm.
And I would can I auto crit it? I have one banked.
Well, you don't.
Fireballs
it's not an attack.
Yeah.
It's a
So
save.
I don't
not
get
an
to do
attack.
the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
Although,
cool.
what was your wild magic thing? Were you weren't one of the ones where they have disadvantage, correct? I don't think you were.
I do. I
Oh,
did
you did.
because
Okay.
it was
All right. So you won't be able to auto crit, but it will have disadvantage. All right.
Okay, and also because it's my turn, I think I also have another wild magic thing, and I put the numbers
Yes.
in. So that is a 32 on that. But man,
You know what? I haven't even read it yet. We're going blind. Do you want the wild magic to happen before or after you attack? 'Cause some things are good, some things are bad. So I'll let you decide.
Simultaneously?
Perfect. 32, you say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you know what? Because I am nothing if not kind, I'm actually going to give you the 33 result, which will maximize the damage of the spell you cast.
Yes.
So, Milena, you explain to me what Milena's Dragon Ball Z moment with this fireball looks like before she throws it.
I see the Kraken, I'm like, and it looks at me in the eyes, and I'm like, I'll go for the eyes. And it's just this one fireball, and I'm like, and the more giddy I get, the bigger it gets. So I'm just like, 14d6.
And you do max damage, so what's that, 84? Is that
84.
Yeah, I was
right
like,
to the eyes.
I'm not the best with the maths.
I got a calculator.
Do hit it square in the face, and its head snaps back from the fire, and it turns and looks at you and roars, and you are certain that you have its attention. However, the moment that you see Milena doing this, and it's like, yay, yeah, she vanishes. Just disappears in front of all of you.
It's perfect.
However, Lim, you are up next.
All right. I am gonna go ahead and is this Kraken in dagger range?
I mean, everything's in dagger range. At least some of its tentacles are. Give me either history or insight, Lim.
Do it.
You, the inquisitive anthropologist.
Yeah, dirty 20. History.
As you are looking at this, especially as you see the way it reacts when it gets hit with the fireball, it's not talking, but this thing is not unintelligent. Like, it doesn't seem just like a mindless creature. Like, I mean, there's like focus and determination in its eyes. So much so when Milena disappears, it's like... Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of pause and turn to Bellesprit and be like, can you? Oh, you're not so much with the. All right, if we can hold it off for just a second, maybe. I think someone sent the Kraken. I think the Kraken could be reasoned with. Oh, ooh, and I'm watching the fireball land. Potentially, I'm just saying. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to hold an action for if it makes an attack against one of us. I'd like to go ahead and just hold my attack.
Hold to see what the Kraken's gonna do, to see if we in fact do get Kraken. Perfect. Raina, your turn. Although I will say all of you heard Lim's observation here.
Sweet. Okay. I think that guy poofed my sister, so I want to kill him. Do we not?
No, that's fair.
Will you be mad if I kill it?
No.
Vibes. Quicken spell. I want to disintegrate.
Perfect.
Actually, hold on. I'm not going to quicken it. I want to... what's the one? Where's... Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to quicken spell disintegrate it. Let's do that.
Perfect. What, that is a save, not an attack for, or is it
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
It's a save of a 19.
And do you currently have the disadvantage thing?
I don't.
Okay, perfect.
I think I forgot to pull that magic option too, and I'm like, I'm not going to go back and redo it.
This might be a shock to you, but it is not particularly dexterous. It does not make the save. And at the risk of being meta, that Kraken does not have legendary resistances. It can do a lot of things, but that's a thing it cannot do, because I was fully prepared to be like, ha! But no, actually.
Cool.
Yes, go ahead. You hit it square.
Hold on, I don't have enough D6s.
I know. Why is that? It's such a difficult... Why is life so hard?
Yeah, 87 points of damage.
Jeez, as you just bore a hole clean through the Kraken. However, immediately when you do that, it opens its mouth and lightning comes down on all of you. I need all of you to give me dex saves.
How rude.
Dex saves.
Dex saves.
Is this an effect that I can see?
Yes.
Okay.
Same question.
All of your things apply, yes. It is not a spell that can be counterspelled, but it is a thing that can be seen.
I got a dirty 20.
19.
Don't we all have like auras of stuff that's covering everyone else too?
I mean, do you?
Yes.
What are
I thought we did.
I mean, you might. I don't know. I don't know what you've all got. So do you all? Are you all? I think only one aura effect. So if at least one of you gives the +4 to saves, or do you have more than that? I'm asking. I'm not telling.
An aura.
Yeah.
Rigorous. Does your paladin aura give pluses to saves?
No.
Mine should. I have heroic aura. I think it was like a +4.
I think that makes you immune to charm and frighten, but does it give for your save? Again, I'm asking. I'm not telling. There's a bunch of different kinds of paladins.
No. I thought it gave everyone around me, but that just affects me. Sorry.
Well, everyone that got
very cool.
23 or every 20. If you got less than 23, you take 35 points of lightning damage. If you got above 23, you take half that. So what's that? 17 again? 17 points.
I took some damage.
Ow.
Wait, hold on. I lied. Anyone within 10 feet of me making a saving throw, you gain a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Which you
my
just
charisma
increased.
Modifier is +5.
Yes! You saved me. Thank you.
Then anybody that broke 23, again, it's 17 points of damage.
No.
Perfect. Celice, it is your turn.
Oh, I wasn't done yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. Then please proceed.
That was a bonus action.
Oh, well,
attack for an action.
Yeah. Please do attack. Technically, what I just said happened at the end of your turn, if that's relevant. So yes.
That's all good.
Please proceed.
I'm gonna crit on one because I have two.
I mean, rightly so.
Sweet. And then the second hit is +9, 26 to hit.
That is more than enough to hit it.
Sweet. If you want, you can move on to someone else while I calculate damage.
It's that is a level 20 mood. Celice, it is your turn.
I'm gonna burn my. I think I have 2 now. That 20s, I'm going to burn one.
Absolutely.
For my attack. That's 29 to hit.
Smite away.
That's my smite.
Mm-hmm.
So
are you gonna branding smite or any of that bonus stuff since you're being extra?
Oh.
Why not be all extra?
Me extra? Never.
It's a mood. It's a mode. I get it.
I'm just like, how much more can I? So
please
let's do.
Pump it up as much as you can. Rigorous and Bella Spring.
Another
you
41
two are up
points of
next.
damage.
41.
Oh, hold on. I have destructive wave. So. I mean, first let me do the damage on this one, then my other attack is going to be Destructive Wave.
You all have already blown like a big chunk in the Kraken. Like there's gashes in it, scales are already missing, like it's bleeding down into the foam of the ocean here.
And as this is happening, Reyna is just like screaming. She has lost all semblance of chill. Like, give it back, my sister!
Milana.
Okay, so I'm going to add up my damage. I wasn't quite done, but keep going because I have a lot of damage.
Give it to me because it's relevant. Because you guys have already beat this thing up a lot, so it will affect what it does next. Milana.
So I have to roll like 8 million D8s.
Milana. You are in a place of silence. And there's just a gray haze as far as you can see in every direction. And a voice echoes from nowhere in particular. I just wanted to stop by and tell you I'm going to kill your sister Reyna, and there's nothing you can do about it, so enjoy your stay.
The what? And I'm just like, Reyna.
And you're still in
I
this...
just start running in like just directions, so that's what I'll be doing.
You are in this gray place with no doors. Yes, Celice. Are you done? That's okay. Well, while you're adding that up, Rigorous, you give it to me. So Rigorous, you're up. It's your paladin friend has smote the Kraken.
I'm rolling 8d8 just so you know.
So while still levitating, my angel wings spread from my back and grant me a flying speed of 60 feet. Because I am an avenging angel.
The Solar looks and is like, so you can accept my power, but not my sendings. Yes, that makes total sense.
I didn't know it was from you.
51 damage.
How much?
51.
51. I haven't done my other thing though, but go ahead.
No, give it to me. Give me the other. At least tell me what it is, because so you can be putting that damage together as well.
Oh, my other thing is Destructive Wave.
Have at it.
It is 5d6 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
So an additional 24 thunder damage. And the previous was all radiant.
Perfect. One of its tentacles lashes out at you, Celice. What is your AC currently?
22. I'm sorry, 26.
It still very much grabs you. And give me athletics or acrobatics.
Oh boy. Check or save?
Check.
Ooh, no. Wait, I have advantage. Let me reroll that with real dice. I was like, wait a minute. Nat 20 on that, so that is 24.
The tentacle hits you for 20 points of damage and immediately attempts to wrap around you and pull you into the water, but it can't get a hold of you. And you slide out of it as it attempts to grab you.
Oh no, we get a reaction on that.
Oh, if you get out of athletics, what's your reaction?
Soul of Vengeance. I can make another weapon attack on it.
If you succeed in a save, you get to hit back.
When a creature. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I didn't do Vow of Enmity first.
All right. Dope.
So never mind.
It hits you, but it cannot grab you. And yes, Rigorous.
Okay. So I'm going to soar to where the tentacle has grabbed Celice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, great. And then I'm going to half that there flaming sword. And I'm going to attack it. I'm going to burn my crit 20.
Uh-huh.
So that would be what? 2d10?
Yeah. Well, you can double the dice, or you can roll it all and double the number. Personally, I always like to double the dice. It's just more fulfilling having to roll 2 handfuls of dice. Personally. Dealer's choice how you want to do it, though.
And then 2d6, and as I hit, my divine smite. Is that our? Yes. Yep. Divine smite.
Yep.
I can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first.
It can go up to 5d8. Yep.
I'm just gonna go and do the 5.
As one does.
So then, does that become 10d8?
That absolutely becomes 10d8. It does. Thank you to you, Chad. Not thanks for the Kraken. Whatever. Like nobody thought about the Kraken's needs. But that's cool.
Because I have improved the divine. Oh, that's why it's okay. That's why it's 2d8. There.
That's why you get that extra 8. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna roll that. That's a lot of dice, you guys. And that's 64 points of damage, and that's my first attack.
Okay.
Because I never got in my second attack.
Oh well, yeah. Roll it if you didn't.
Oh no, I did. Never mind.
Yeah. And because I hit on that crit.
Yep.
I also then get to, as a bonus action, yes, because I'm a weapons master, I can make a melee attack as a bonus action as well. So it's going to be 2 more.
Have at it.
So let's see. Does a 26 hit?
I can't believe you guys are about to beat the Kraken in 1 round. Yes, that 26 does.
Okay. And so that is...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I expected you to beat the Kraken. I didn't expect you to beat the Kraken in a round. It's not dead yet, though.
You underestimated
it,
Dave.
15 points of... 19 points of damage on that one, and then does a...
So let me just say, every time you hit, you can smite. You can smite on every attack.
Oh, great. Yeah, then I'll just do that too.
Yeah, I'm like paladin to paladin. Pro tip. Anytime you touch them with your weapon, you get to smite.
Always be smiting.
Yeah. Always. That's it.
Nice.
So an additional 22 points of damage. And then does a 27 hit?
It does.
Okay, so that's...
Actually, it doesn't, because Rigorous, you have slain the Kraken. Describe for me what it looks like.
So Rigorous rushes in and slices the tentacle that had grabbed Celice, and then just kind of keeps slicing. And it's unclear at what point in there the Kraken died, but definitely before the slicing was done. Rigorous just kind of got a bit into it with the wings out, and there's some like black ichor or ichor, whatever you want to say.
Father, I believe it is dead. Father, I believe you've slain the beast. Father.
Oh, sorry, everybody, got into it.
No, and as you say that, Celice zooms by with her own wings out, because she too has popped Avenging Angel.
What? Same wings.
My wing.
As you see the Kraken just slides down into the water, it begins to bubble and roil in... It's like the ocean itself is boiling. And you see the sky turns red overhead and says, "You all have done me a great service. You've removed the last line of defense of the oceans. Now this land will be mine. Raina, you thought you could escape me so easily. I took your sister, and now...
Excuse me?
I will take your head." And out of the sky, you all see a huge figure with long red wings. He's got giant horns on the top of his head and is holding a scepter. All of you have heard the stories of the interplanar conqueror of Orcus.
Ah, sick.
Because you drew the Flames card,
Oh God.
where you have an enemy who is an outsider.
That's cool.
And Orcus has entered the conflict. However, Bellispree, it is your turn, as the Kraken has been slain quite prodigiously. But this and you see other things are flying out of the sky with him too, like various winged, horrifying beasts are flying downwards, and the people of Thalassos are running and screaming, and the storm giants seem very much terrified of this, because the three of them did come with you.
Okay, I would like to wild shape. Bellispree's going to, all of a sudden, their body like extends as they morph into a skeletal dire wolf. And I will bonus action lift up my spirit totem. I'm going to use bear spirit. So everyone who's in its aura of 60 feet radius gets temp HP equal to 5 plus my druid, so 19 temp HP.
Oh my God, thank you.
Perfect.
Yay.
And then you all just see the direwolf like open its mouth and like cotton candy bubbles emit instead of a roar.
Same to you, friend. Same to you.
And that's it for me.
You
Can I
Yes.
talk to the Solar real quick?
Yeah, talking is a free action.
Hey, if you really wanted to impress me, you could bring my friend back.
Oh,
Do you know how to do like a portal thing now that you know that Orcus has my friend? Is there any way you could like bloop?
oh, of course. My powers are nearly infinite. I shall return, and it disappears.
Cool.
Orcus is floating in the sky and points down with his wand, and you see all of the various people in the town that have been killed during the Kraken's attack. All of their bodies start to stand up again.
Bummer.
No.
I've seen this.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, they're undead. This is classic paladin stuff.
Yeah.
Undead. They're undead.
Hey, Dave,
yeah.
it's not Thursday.
It's always Thursday somewhere. Yeah. Hold on one second here. And give me, all of you give me, actually, what's the Orcus gonna do? Raina. Hi, Raina.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Orcus very much points at you and says, I will have you in this world or the next. And a black line of electricity radiates towards Raina. Give me a con save, please, madam.
Oh. Cool. Okay. Am I within 10 feet of
Yeah.
of rigorous? And that's another plus 5, so 23. 30.
Perfect. This beam slams into you for 40 points of necrotic damage. And you feel some of your life force taken from you. Like, it's not just damage. Like, he's done something. And as he is floating in midair here, the ground underneath all of you starts to turn black. And the air around you starts to, like, crackle with this necrotic energy. Meanwhile, Milana, as you are running, you just run square into this Solar. It's like, yes, Rigorous has sent me to retrieve you.
I jump into his arms. I'm ready.
Apparently a very clingy ex has come for your sister. Does that mean, do you know Orcus? Is he because he did this to the Raven Queen.
Guy.
He just seems like, you know what? Let's just go back. And
Okay.
you are back on the field. You see the scene as described. Orcus in the air with the ground black in undead hordes surrounding your friends. And we are back to the top of initiative, and it is your turn, Milana. Your sister is also very hurt.
Oh,
hey. Ow.
I'm still in his arms.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that Orcus?
That's
Orcus.
That's him. He's like, of course I'm Orcus.
Oh, calm down.
Who does not know?
Get over
the
yourself. It was.
You should have left him a note.
Look, I thought breaking up via sending was a polite way to do it, and I didn't think he was still going to be about it.
Oh, honey, you should have known better. And that's my inspiration I'm going to give to my sister. It's a D12.
Perfect.
Thank you.
It's like sending me a text. I was very heartbroken. I'm not angry so much as wounded. But yes, it is your turn, Milana.
I am going to, how far is Orcus from us?
He's about 40 feet in the sky.
Perfect. I would like to Cloud of Daggers at 7th level.
Perfect. That is
Yeah.
a save from him, correct?
Sorry, where did it go? That is... No, it's so weird. This spell is
it
really
just happens.
silly.
Oh, yeah.
It just is there.
Right,
It's just there.
It's just a cloud of daggers. Yeah, this actually came up in a previous game.
It's a lot of D4s. It's 14 D4s for a total of, whenever they stop rolling.
I think
Digital dice or...
no one out there owns 14 D4.
D&D Beyond, thank you so much.
D&D Beyond does own 14 D4. That is true.
33 points of damage, and they're little tiny, like gold sharpened discs instead of just daggers, or just like.
Are you hitting him with CDs?
Yes.
Kids today don't even know what that is. You know, they're like, wait, what?
Well, this is where they went. They went into a different plane of existence, and I pulled them out because they need some love too.
That is true. Perfect. The undead rush forward and attempt to attack you all quite ineffectively, except what is your AC, Bellispree?
God damn. My AC is 19.
I have done something terribly wrong because my AC is only 17, and there's no way my AC is lower than the skeletons.
Are you wearing armor?
I am.
Do you have your shield equipped?
Did you equip it? That's the question.
Okay,
You might have put it in.
button.
You might have put it in your inventory.
Yeah.
Did you equip it?
That brings it up to an 18.
There you go. They pummel you for 10 points of damage, Bellispree. They kind of end up sort of trampling over you while they're trying to get to the others. To the rest of you, they are trying. You're kind of, all right, okay, excuse me.
Wait, remember I'm flying around and still is rigorous.
Oh, that is, well, they still missed in their attack roll, so it's kind of...
They're like,
very ineffectively swiping at you as you're flying by. However, was that it for you, Melina, by the way?
Yes.
At the end of your turn, Orcus points his wand at you, Melina, and says, well, I'd intended to spare you all of this, but if you insist...
Counterspell.
Nothing happens. He points the wand at you and it just fizzles. And he goes, I'm just tired. It's been a very long week of conquering and despotism. And what he was going to do does not happen. Perfect. It is Lim's turn.
All right, and I would like to turn at this point. I'm looking around. This guy sucks. We almost lost Milana. He's clearly got some boundary issues, and this town's already in enough trouble. So I would like to turn, please, to the wind and say, excuse me, wind and sea and various forces?
Yes.
Are you still there?
Always.
We have a kind of a dilemma. This guy sucks. Do you have any advice?
His weakness is his ego. He can be beaten openly, but he is easily tricked.
All right. And I'm going to try and be like, I'm going to look at Orcus, and I'm going to look at Reyna, and I'm just going to be like, this guy? Really?
We've all made mistakes.
Yeah, but I mean, he looks like he was gonna try to do some big impressive thing and then nothing even happened. Does he even have any power? I bet he couldn't even go to some other plane.
Oh my God, if you want to talk about why we broke up, if you want to talk about like not having power but you assume it, I could tell you stories for days.
Oh yeah?
That Ron is compensating!
I was still finding myself at that time.
Yeah.
I bet he's here because he's stuck here. I bet he can't even
He's
get out
called
of
the
this
Prince of the
plane.
Underworld, but he can't even find it if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
I don't.
Just bubbles again from Bellspree.
I'll tell you when you're older. Yeah.
Rigorous.
Yes?
The eye on your shield moves and looks at you and says, would you like a little bit of divine intervention here to help motivate him?
Well, I'm not wild. Yeah, you know what? It's weird when your shield talks to you, but let's do it.
When you say that, you just see standing next to you a petite woman in a black dress with long shoulder-length black hair. And she just says, I don't make it to this plane nearly as often as I would like. Big fan, Rigorous. I just wanted to... I find it works out better when I first appear like this because I tend to get a different reaction when I do what I do.
Now, hold on. Do I recognize her?
Give me history or religion.
How am I on that? Oh, I got bad religion for a paladin. Oh, no.
Because you are an active participant, not a theorist.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, who
are
you?
I also play a paladin with no god, by the way. Like, he has no idea why smite works. He just hits things and stuff happens.
What's going on here? Who am you?
She's like, you don't know, but Orcus does. Orcus be with you in just a second. No one? You can all give me history or religion. No. Wow, okay, that's got to be the last goal. 15.5 thousand. And I'm going to do something that I wasn't going. And I have not lost track of the cards that are here left. But we're going to do this slightly differently. Thanks to you and your generosity. That's 23 from.
I have a 16 on religion.
16. That was.
I got a natural 20. -1.
Natural 20 though. Milana Lim.
For religion check.
Bellesprit, what'd you get?
Sorry, I was freaking out about the donation.
Understandably so. No.
Nat 20!
I know we just upped the goal. As far as I'm considered, we broke our last goal there. Here. Great. You all, Lim and Milana, you're both familiar with a dark lady that apparently turns up right before disasters. Bellesprit and Reyna, you all know exactly who this is. And she turns and she looks at you for a second, and her eyes switch to vertical pupil eyes. And she says, Reyna, darling, believe me, I know what it's like to have someone be a little clingy. Would you, I know Rigorous here and I are becoming acquainted, becoming really great friends. I was just kind of going to shoo Orcus off, but would you like me to?
Would be amazing. Like, girl to girl, that would be amazing. Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Who is this? I'm only going to ask. And she leans down to look you in the eye, Bellesprit, or where your eyes should be. And she boops you on the snoot and the bubbles pass so you can talk.
Thank God.
I know what it's like, always trying to be silenced here. If I could just ask for one tiny favor, just a small thing. I'm going to help. Just a small thing for me.
Yeah, of course.
I just need to make sure you all tell everyone that I did what the Raven Queen couldn't, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'll spread that far and wide.
Yeah, my sister is an amazing bard. She's going to tell everyone.
It's true.
Malena, yes. Oh, wait, hang on. I can't. I have to. I need to. Let me just. Because Orcus is still like, I don't understand what. And she's like, oh, yeah.
One sec.
And she begins to grow and change, and 5 multiple colored heads emerge as Tiamat stands in the middle of Thalassos here with all of you.
Nice.
I just yelled, go girl in Draconic. Yeah.
The red head turns down and looks at you and smiles, and the other 4 heads all go off. While one's looking down at you, and the other heads go and just obliterate Orcus out of existence. Just
Amazing. Praise Tiamat.
Hopefully, is Tiamat gonna like make a snack out of me or Rigorous? Because we're just flying around.
the eyes are looking at it, but the black head is looking at you, Celice, and the blue head is looking at Rigorous, and she says, would you all be willing to accept a minor blessing from me?
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, I can talk for myself.
Yes.
Yes.
This land, these people, they need someone to look up to. Of course, they could worship me, but I'm not nearly as present as you are. But let me help you on your way. And a wave of energy emanates from Tiamat.
And we become level 21.
You do. You become level 21 demigods. Because the 2 remaining cards, and there is another remaining card for Celice and Reyna. Celice has another one. And we're going to make you 2 demigods anyway, but having smashed that goal, I believe you've all earned it. And, Reyna, Tiamat turns and looks at you for a second and turns back into the Dark Lady, and she's like, oh, yes. She pulls out a red key ring with a key made out of bone. I don't think Orcus is going to be needing his castle anymore, do you? And tosses you the keys, because with the throne, you also gain a castle.
Oh my god!
So you have Orcus's castle. And here,
Pretty good cards.
all things being equal, you did, with one last exception.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Celice,
Yes.
Oh boy.
you're flying around there, and you all see out of the sky that is still red, a hand of energy grabs Celice and pulls her soul out of her body and yanks it back into the sky. And you all hear...
And I use my one fate event to grab her soul back and put it in her body.
Because she got the Void card where her soul is stolen and trapped, and Bellispree has restored you.
Oh my god. Because Celice, like, you just see like this horrified look as she realizes what just happened. And then she starts to plummet, and then she feels her soul like smack back into her, and she's still plummeting because she's just like in such shock.
Rigorous touches her. Rigorous dives bomb.
Please, just like grabs her around the middle and saves her.
Not gonna lie, that was clutch, because Celice was gonna be in real trouble.
I knew it was a bad card.
I think this place is a little much. You guys want to go on vacation? And I take out my red gem.
Yeah.
Hit the buttons.
Tiamat, do you want to go?
And the light flashes, and you all are standing on a stage with a stadium, and out as far as your eyes can see, you see untold legions of Modrons. There are millions of them, all gathered around. And Milana, your band is all there, looking very confused, and you see Tiamat she's like, can I at least play like the tambourine or so like a
Oh, girl, this
rhythm?
one's for you. And I'm just like, Tiamat did what the Raven Queen couldn't. Tiamat did what the Raven Queen couldn't, and I would just get everyone to start chanting.
Just a wave as the Modrons all in complete unison are listening to this as your song echoes out through the plains, and that is a good place for us to stop.
That was amazing.
Real quick, hey B.Dave, that was a Herculean effort. Pull that all together.
Yes.
There was a lot there.
We need a round of applause for our DM.
Oh.
Yay! B.Dave.
Thank you.
I cannot believe you guys didn't draw death. I'm gonna see how many more cards were. 2, 3, 4, 5. At least the next 5, 6 weren't gonna be death.
Oh
But
my gosh.
death was the third to last card in the whole entire deck. Was death.
Wow.
Thank you all. Again, thank you all so much for reaching out. We're basically 15-5, which is just insane. That's ridiculous. Thank you all so much for that. That is wild. I appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. I realized at the top of this thing, we didn't say anything about who we actually are. We went right into who the characters are. So we're gonna do this in reverse order this time. Milana and the human that was driving her, who are you and where can people find you?
It's me. I'm Satine Phoenix. I'm Satine Phoenix everywhere. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm the dungeon master for the Maze on Planet 7, where we kidnap creatures from the galaxy and then force them through a labyrinth for all of your viewing pleasure. And also, I am the creator of Satine's Quest, luxury travel gaming adventures. So go to satinesquest.com for some of that fun traveling action.
Also, bardbook.com, bardbook.com,
And the bardbook.com. There's so many things.
I know that feel, man. Lim.
Hello, Lim was played today by Amy Dallen. That's me. I am Enthusiamy basically everywhere, and I am part of the team at D&D Beyond, which has been super fun. So please come hang out in our streams. Tell me what you want us to talk about, and I'm going to try to pull in all y'all that I haven't yet to come visit us over on the channel for good D&D times. I made B.Dave help me with level 20, and that's how I decided what to do this week.
We were just there on Thursday talking about it.
That's so
Hey,
good.
it worked out with your surprisingly spry anthropologist inquisitive rogue. That is a fantastic character concept.
Such a blast. And Shar, thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
Of course.
Raina, you're a person with some time on your hands. That's weird. I don't really see you too often. That's cool.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Aabria Iyengar. You can follow me on social media at Quiddy, Q-I-D-D-I-E. On Wednesdays, you can catch me over on Dimension 20's channel, dropout.tv, to watch Misfits and Magic, which is my short series that I'm running over there. On Thursdays, you can catch me on Critical Role's channel, where I'm running EXU, Exandria Unlimited, while we're between big campaigns. On Fridays, you can catch me over on Failed Safe on Pixel Circus's channel. And on Saturday, you can catch me at D&D Live. I am running the WWE Epic Chaos Carnival on Saturday. So check that out.
I'll just say, when I miss you, I just go downtown and look at your mother grabbing billboard. That's what I'm like.
Billboard, and it makes me cry every time I go here.
I'm like, it's Attack of the 20-foot Aabria. There it is. It's perfect. I love it. I want it.
Animate object, go.
Celice.
Hi, I was Solis Astorio, your human paladin. The person behind Celice is Tanya DePass. You can find me everywhere as Cypher of Tyr, CYPHEROFTYR. There is no Motherlands until August 4th, where Aabria is back with us as Kosa, and B.Dave is our, wherever you are in the overlay, B.Dave is our lead developer, and we come back August 4th. In the meantime, on Thursdays, you can find me playing some horror D&D with B.Dave at the helm, and we are all wee squishy level 4 characters at this point. So Black Die Society, Thursdays 4 p.m. Pacific. Sunday, normal stream, Sunday, Rivals Waterdeep. We are almost at 100 episodes.
Wow.
10 seasons.
Wow.
So that is Sundays, 10 a.m. Pacific. And then this Wednesday, I'm doing a special stream to raise money for creators for BIPOC through Logitech for Creators. I'm raising money for Black Girl Film School. which is an initiative to get more Black women behind the camera, inspired by Tina Charles and all the work that she does with the Queen Collective. And on occasion, I stream things that aren't special things on my channel, so come say hi. Sarah from here on Twitch and Instagram and everywhere else.
Excellent. The highly in-demand drow.
I don't know what happened.
The luxury fop of Divine Order. Rigorous.
Yes, my name is Travis McElroy. I played Rigorous. Tomorrow on July 13th, I do a podcast called The Adventure Zone with my brothers and my dad, where we play various things. Right now, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, and we are adapting our first campaign, Balance, into a graphic novel series. And book 4, The Crystal Kingdom, comes out on July 13th. We're very excited. If you're watching this now, we're doing a live event of it tomorrow night with a lot of special guests, some of whom are on the stream right now. So you're going to want to check that out. That is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at bit.ly/TazGNLive2021. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheTravisMcElroy. And if you see me on the street, just go ahead and say hi. It makes me feel really special, and I really appreciate it. And if you think it's me, it should be easy to tell. Look at me. There's not a lot of... Yep. I'm very distinct.
Holler at a player if you see him in the street. Yes. I'm going to jump in here because I'm going to give it to Shar to sign us off completely when we're done, especially if it is possible to tell us how many humans we're going to touch with this
I got
one.
you.
But me, B.Dave Walters, I say words about things. You can find me wherever fine streaming content can be located, doing the thing that you just watched me do quite often. Thursdays, Black Dice Society, D&D, Twitch, and YouTube. This weekend, I will be all over D&D Live. I'm one of the hosts of the whole show. I'm running a game for the cast of AP Bio Friday night. It hopefully won't be this bananas, but it'll be a different kind of bananas. So we'll see. It'll be bananas to today's plantain, you know? And then I also will be playing in a game on Saturday with Debrian Walls, Andrew Jean-Ray, Seth Green, and some other wonderful people called Faster Purple Worm Kill, which I'm sure is going to be fine. We're level 1 characters fighting a purple worm. It's gonna be all right. We'll find a way. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all so very much for your generosity. Again, you literally are going to change some people's lives with what you've done here today. Cannot thank you enough. Cannot thank Shar enough for setting this up and having us all. And I turn it over to you, the artist formerly known as Belle Esprit, to finish us up here.
Yeah, I played Belle Esprit, the reborn skeleton lover of all fallen pets. My name is Charlene Bear. I'm the DM of Tabletop Tiddies, a queer and feminist Dungeons & Dragons live show on Twitch every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'm also WAVAW Rape Crisis Center's Grants and Major Gifts Coordinator, and boy, was this stream a major gift. Holy crap, you all have blown us away. You continue to donate as I'm speaking, so my numbers are even going to be higher than what I say. But today, we have affected 250 hours of counseling, 428 hours of support on our crisis line, 1,000 hours of text and chat support with a victim service worker, and about 1,200 lives have been changed today because of your generosity. Thank you all so much. Everyone watching the stream, everyone that took part, this is life-changing for so many people, 1,200 people and more, because you're still donating. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much, and we hope you have a great, great day, and maybe you'll see us again soon.
All right. You guys have a good one. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Watsy. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, all of our sponsors. Thank you, everybody. And
thanks, everybody.
We will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.